seemed like what you said was like a fight. Like people were competing for the pixels.
Seriously. You'll see time lapses of the German flag going across the whole thing and then just getting overwritten by a bunch of other people. It is a constant battle. It's such an interesting social construct of art. You know,
I'd never heard of it. What you posted today was the first time.
The last time they did it was 5 years ago, or something like that. And so it's an April Fool's thing that they do occasionally, and I think this is the biggest canvas they've ever done. It's crazy.
All right, well,
it's crazy. If we could, I talked with Maciek. I talked with Evelyn because they both do some Reddit stuff. If we could get a pretty decent little size of people, because you can only put a pixel on every 5 minutes, which is pretty limiting.
Yeah.
So you have to make your art, and then you have to defend your art.
What a strange concept.
It's a very strange
really
concept.
Is.
And I think the canvas is finalized Monday at midnight on Universal Time Code. So if we can last until then, it might even be a thing to like wait until Monday and then
start late.
Less time to defend.
Exactly. Get everybody in.
Know which pixels you're gonna get.
Although you might have raids from other people that come in at the last minute as well.
True. Hey Jerry, Lowry, good to see you as well. Pat, thank you for being first in.
Out of advantage, yeah. Or I guess it's 5 hours now.
The whole board could turn into the Ukrainian flag.
I thought like Ukrainian and Russia. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Hey Wayne, good to see you, sir. We're just gonna play a little bit of D&D today. That's all.
Just a little bit of D&D.
Just gonna do something crazy, fun, and who knows?
D&D.
May suck. I don't care. We're just gonna have fun.
Hey, and you know, we can just make it's all non-canon, right? This isn't actually happening in the story. So if anybody dies, it's not real, right?
Just don't die.
Consequences are always real.
Yeah. You know, at some point, I want to get you to try a role-playing game called Mutant Chronicles. It's a one-shot.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's retro '80s future stuff. You've played it.
Yeah. It's the superheroes one, right?
No.
No. Is it like Far Cry, Fallout? Is it?
I would say it's a little bit like the Fifth Element.
Oh yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But a little bit, just a little touch more retro than that.
This is where I played my future paladin, who proselytized by handing everybody pamphlets for his god. Every time he walked around.
One guy's this commando, and his like secret power was always having another candy bar to eat from his bag. It wasn't an actual superpower, but there's just like a narrative thing that he was always just munching.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love campy stuff like that.
Well, we could do some stuff like that. I mean, like, obviously, I kind of hold to the core canon of D&D, but I would like to play some, like, when you posted on our Discord, you had some ideas for a game that would not have been in sort of the core D&D canon. I could play. I would like to play some more.
One-shots are always fun.
Yeah, one-shots of any kind. We may have some other stuff coming up.
And we do D&D canon adjacent, like what we're doing
adjacent
on Tuesday.
with Forgotten Realms.
Be there on Tuesday?
The odds are yes.
Great.
I always just had to double check and triple check my schedule.
Of course.
But apparently it seems like Mary is a very central character within that cast. So I try and.
Well, you've been there for every single session. I believe.
Except just one when Edgar was there.
Oh, okay. So then Evelyn and Pat are the only two who have been there for every single session.
Yeah, but so I try and make sure that I can get off on those.
Everybody loves Mary.
I thought that LMA was really good with Pat. Like his job, he was like, yeah. I mean, honestly, I told him I want to have him on more often.
When I said like you should do a PBS special, I wasn't kidding. Like he
was really good. Yeah. Even though I felt attacked.
Oh yeah.
With all those comments about people that say they can't draw suck.
He proved to me I can.
But I've learned the LMA I need to watch, which is the anti-paladin LMA. I heard that one.
Oh, that is. There'll be another one soon.
John likes to rehash that every so often.
I do.
I just realized I misspelled Ixon's name.
Need the sound of people today. Yes, thank you, Wayne, as well.
I have one that we can share.
How's our audio sound? Music okay?
It's an easy win.
Voices okay? We're kind of in different places today with
That's how you do debate.
A couple of
properly.
missing players, but
Yeah.
sounds good. Thank you, Sam.
There were many times in debate club where
Lovely as always, Manda.
due to a abuse of the rules, which was all allowed. This is where my lawful neutralness comes out in real life. He said he made a joke that the best way to win a debate is to make sure the opponent can't speak. And I said yes,
Or just like fully agrees with you.
because they would leave the room to go to the restroom, and then I would go into voting procedure, which is they close the doors and you can't enter, so they just can't vote, and they can't have the last word on their thing. I would do it several times. They learn not to leave the room around voting
I think
procedure.
you are destined for Congress.
I think so.
friend. Yeah, I think
we just
so.
need to get the. I actually have a fun little plan that to make a little fictional character, a candidate, and then run an Instagram for them during this midterm season, and just talk about some.
I saw you
policies.
posting about that on Snapchat.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love
think
it.
it'd be fun. Okay, all that aside, I'll give this to you.
We are but moments away from Blue Box Runelords Session 87.
Evelyn asked, so who's going to do the what happened last time?
Well, I mean, I think we all know. That's got to be you.
I was going to say I can do it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do as good as Evelyn does.
No one can.
No one can.
Okay, Pat.
Where did we start?
This implies lack of preparation, and you had an extra hour of time, sir.
Yeah.
If you can be
We're at my
pinging me at
family's funeral.
6:30 in the morning with questions randomly, Thomas, you have time to do the
So-
prep for this.
So we had just beaten.
Good point.
We-
Honestly, good point.
We had just beaten the possibly gibbering horror, and we had an art. I don't.
Do
I
not
don't,
assume you know what the creatures
No, no.
are.
Again,
but
I'm
yes,
not
that was
assuming-
the artwork that I pulled.
The
but that's
artwork
not
was
what
for
it
a
is.
gibbering
Yeah.
mouther, right?
Exactly,
Yeah,
gibbering mouther.
So that's the name that I have just assigned to it in the bestiary. But
Because
so
that's what it was.
we had just beaten that.
Mm-hmm.
We had to argue.
No, we'll do it. We'll do it live.
I know that.
We'll do
But
it
now
live.
you have a starting point. Now you have a starting point.
So, for your bestiary, you can put it in there. The psionic gibberer.
Yeah. Okay.
It was
yeah.
the psionic gibberer, is what it was. So it was like a gibbering mouther, but each of those mouths had a psionic power
Oh.
that it could push out.
No. We
So
should cut 'em
custom monster.
Cut them out next time. Cut off the mouths.
Well, there's nothing but charred
Honestly.
flesh. I'm trying to come up with good names for the stuff that we just. The demons that don't, they're not Pokemon. They don't just say their name.
I wonder if a silent spell would have done well.
Ooh.
This is the thing, like guys, they never
There's always
assume.
creative solutions to monsters.
Exactly. Yes.
That's one thing that I like about Monster of the Week is it encourages creative solutions to monsters.
I need to start thinking more like Mary, in order to.
So
The
do you know what
microphone.
a tomb tapper is? Have you heard of these before? You might have seen a mini of it before. It's a
No,
like
huh.
15-foot tall, gray skin, pale or no face, mouth in its stomach with a big hammer.
Oh, I think I have
I think
that
you
mini.
might actually even have
I
one.
do. I think I have that mini. Hey, Kayla, good
They're
to see
also
you.
called Thalud in some small circles. But that's what they're currently facing in Monster of the Week, and they see via sound, and so Mary had the genius idea of, well, I'll just make a sonic device that cancels out my own sonic creations.
It's a counter resonance. Is the
It
idea.
counter resonates any sounds she makes, so she's invisible on there. We will finish the mystery on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate the
Unless
sub.
y'all
I'm gonna
just don't
refresh my
do.
coffee here. Would
We're
you
just
guys
gonna
like water,
do-
coffee, anything.
I'll be good.
I brought
thank
my
you.
water, thanks.
We're gonna do Domenico's roleplay.
I was looking back on the VOD, and like over half of last session was spent in Domenico's.
Yeah. Without saying, because we are live, I hope that what I have given you in that Discord.
I need to do some prepping and planning. 'Cause I've
Yeah.
been busy since the session.
But it's
it's good stuff, juicy stuff.
it's just a plan, right? Or sorry, it's just a chance that something could
Yeah.
happen.
Well, what's funny is like when you rolled a middle of the road roll on that, I was like, what would they do that would have consequence for Mary that isn't just something that we can write off in story as
Yeah.
she does it anyways?
It's a tough one. Yeah. Yep. People will see.
Yeah.
People will
Something
see.
as simple as geotagging a tweet is not easy for Mary.
No, that's That's how people get you. Listen, these large tech companies, man.
They track
taking all
everything
your
you
data.
do.
Yep.
Did you know that in the town of Murfreesboro, Tennessee, there is a Domenico's Diner?
Yep.
I
Why,
had a
how do you
friend
think I got the
recommend
name?
it for me.
How do you think I got the name?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have you been there before?
Once, yeah.
I had a buddy recommend it to me the other day, and he said it's like his favorite spot to eat in
It's
town.
really good.
Like Italian food?
Yeah, it's run by an Italian guy that used to be a football player, I think.
I gotta eat there.
But yeah, we should go sometime. It's not run by Dominic though. That's the fictional.
Not
character.
run by Dominic.
Domenico.
Domenico. No Cade, no Irda, just Alcott and Markov.
I know. No fun or heart, just the brain.
Oh my gosh, Lee, thanks for the raid. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'm excited
Okay,
to
peace out.
meet.
No,
what?
Cat, stay.
But I'm excited to meet all these folks at BlueBoxCon.
BlueBoxCon.
The best 3.5 days in gaming.
2022. Ooh, 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 ooh. I can tell you guys, I can show you. I am getting just pumped for cosplaying Alcott. And I added, I made a list on Amazon of what I want to wear for this. It's good stuff. Oh, wait.
Oh, you got all the sheaths and stuff.
So,
A little.
an ascot. A
Yeah.
leather vest. Nice little,
Coattail jacket. Yeah.
what would that be called?
A jacket with coattails.
Frock coat.
Okay.
Some boots that I may or may not buy. Some nice khaki slacks. Handy
Very
haversack. Book holster.
Yeah.
Because I have a little spell book that I use.
You need a little spring in the bottom. That when you open it up,
I'll
the
show you
book
this.
pops up. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen it.
I could also put my phone in there. And then potion bottle and dagger.
Mm-hmm. I want to bring my giant Shui-hander.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
love to wear that.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have my stepdad help me making the Devereaux Crest shield out of
Very
wood
fun.
because he has an industrial CNC that he has access
That'll
to.
be fun. I don't know if I'll be Markov or just an NPC guard.
I'd be so. I know you were Markov last year,
Mhm.
pretty much. I mean, you didn't have the character of Markov created quite then.
No, I
but-
just like the witch hunter archetype.
But it would be so fun because I'm pretty sure that Evelyn is gonna go full Irda. 'Cause
Yeah.
she didn't go Irda last year. I think she
Okay.
went one of her original characters, Melly. Like we could be.
If I chose
game.
to, I would need help because I would want to have
Yeah, get the scars.
the scarring. Yeah, so somebody would have to help like get. Cause it's not like recessed like a blade
No, you
scar.
have to get like
It's like pinkish seared flesh.
yeah, which
Yeah.
wouldn't really like. I mean, raise or lower the skin.
It just
The
discolors
skin.
it.
Yeah, which would be easy to do.
Yeah.
Much easier than like having to apply prosthetics and stuff.
Yeah, so
That wouldn't be bad. Get some stage makeup or something. and
yeah, I'm sure Evelyn or
Evelyn,
help or
I'm certain
somebody
has
else.
access to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it could be fun. And if somebody I'm trying to think, for the sessions I sign up for, if the DM is here and listening and all that, put me as a fighter and I'll dress up as a town guard.
Who did you sign up for?
No one yet.
Oh, you haven't signed up yet?
Unfortunately not. All this expensive law school stuff is, just making it where like even the cash to sign up is.
I'll
Man,
throw
we
you
just wanna wait.
$5.
But I will be there. I will be signed up. It'll be the best 3 days in gaming.
It's going to be very fun. We'll be a tough stream MVP vote. That's a very good point because it's a 50-50. Unless we both do so good
Yeah.
that they tie it.
Yeah. I might be forced to have to like evolve and have a dynamic character if it's just the two of us.
You'll
I've-
have to kill Alcott.
Yeah.
And that just stick with the same character arc and not change.
But I made a comment to Jared about this, which is that if you choose to have a static character in D&D, which is fine,
Yeah.
I don't think that's necessarily awful. You've kind of designated yourself as a side character.
Yeah.
You can still be in a party.
You're the foil.
You're the foil, but I think a main hero or antagonist to
Hello,
a story
Lee. Hello, I will be
He
heard.
is
Lee, thank
dynamic.
you for the raid
You get what I mean?
with
Yeah,
4
totally.
folks. We appreciate that. Pat Draws will continue to heckle me today. We appreciate that, as always. First-time chatter, welcome, Vector. Thank you for joining us as well. And we're going to kick off our stream live on video in 3, 2, and 1. Make sure I have all the cameras right. Boom, we got it.
Nice.
Hello, welcome. And we are at Blue Box Runelords episode 87 today. And it's a very special episode. I am bereft of all of the gentler gender today. And
It's straight for the boys. We're going to have fun.
We're going to get right in this really quick because we only have a couple hours today. Thank you for being with us today, everyone. We appreciate it. All your first-time viewers and chatters, thank you for the subs that have already been popped in. I'm joined today by Alcott and Markov, Thomas, and Chandler, role players extraordinaire. And we're going to have a good time today, I think. We shall see. And I have some fun things planned for the players. Let's go straight to our sponsor. All I want to talk about today on sponsor is Blue Box Con, right around the corner here, sponsoring ourselves. It is so close, barely a month away.
Pat makes a good point. Cade and Irda are far from gentle in the game.
Yeah, no.
That's true.
Oh man, it's so fun.
Pat, again, like your LMA was so good on Wednesday, my friend.
Don't stroke his ego. We did that.
Well,
enough.
no, he even he cuts on me, so I don't care. Like
Did you see some of the art he has done?
Oh
before?
yeah, the Madonna thing was absolutely insane.
Does it make his like fan art that he does during streams look like
It kind of
sketch work?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, it was so much better.
Pull it up for you.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
He didn't watch this. He doesn't watch any Blue Box stuff.
No, come on.
Wow, what a jerk.
I know, I'm pretty awful.
Stay tuned for the death of Markov. So Blue Box Con,
We are.
May 13th through 15th, right around the corner. We have very few spots left, but the one-shots, there's still opportunity for you to play in those. So if you've registered, but you have not registered for the one-shot, go ahead. Also, the Renaissance Festival is a separate ticket purchase, and yeah, isn't that amazing?
Insane.
Check it
How
out.
much does Ren Fair normally run?
25, I think.
I think so,
About
something like
20,
that. Yeah,
25, yeah.
something like that. So.
And I think they do like early bird specials, which I think sales they're going on now. You can buy tickets now.
they're open. Yeah, now
Go look.
Go look. Time to buy. All right.
Especially because last year was kind of quiet with COVID, but now that we're kind of
It's going to be full bore. All kinds of folks talking about their cosplay, and we might see Markov with his breastplate. You might see Alcott show up there for the Ren Fest. You might see
we're gonna get
your
Amanda
DM
Allen.
doing something.
Are we gonna get Amanda Allen?
Ooh, that's a lot. I don't know if I can do
we're
that.
gonna get glitter bomb.
Yeah,
Glitter bomb.
all right, so I'm joined by my two friends today, as we have both Evelyn and Jenny are traveling and have other responsibilities, but it worked out so perfectly because the two of these.
I like the hat. Puts your eyes in shade.
That was the point. Yes, I purposefully brought this hat down to make myself more shady. You had an encounter of a very interesting nature. And so we will begin with what happened last time.
Huzzah. So last time we left off, Alcott had just recently finished doing the funeral rites for his family. An intricate display of burning of herbs toward a constellation in the sky that Alcott sort of temporarily made brighter using some illusion magic. And we were interrupted in our proceedings by a horrible creature that turned party against themselves, and we were recovering, licking our wounds, Markov being electrocuted for the third time in less than a 24-hour period, and Alcott having been pierced by multiple bolts by Markov. And we then made our way into town, decided to walk into town, the most
After
physical of transportation methods.
20 minutes of deliberation.
That's all right, town's just falling into the ground. And then as we made our way into town, I believe we then split up. Irda and Alcott made their way to grab some spell components and money in case things were needed in town. And Cade and Markov made their way to the temple. Temple of kind of lots of people, but the main priest follows Desna.
Yeah, so the Sandpoint of Cathedral, the Cathedral of Sandpoint is a temple which is dedicated to 7 gods. Father Xantus is a follower of Desna, but many gods are worshipped there. This is the reconstructed temple after the burning down of the previous temple.
And so there was some discussion about, what was going on in the town with this sudden sinkhole. Not just a sinkhole, it was edged in this red light that appeared to consume anyone who went near. Anyone who entered has not come back. There were theories about this being a potential rune well, which we had heard about from... who told us about the rune wells? I think it was it Ixen or someone?
No, I believe it was Zayden mentioned something about it.
Yes. These powerful places where the old Runelords either buried themselves or did things we don't know. But, coincidences and all that. Some other discussion was had about our party's ability to even help the town, and some fears were assuaged, potentially. And the party kind of started to do a little bit of necessary downtime activity to prepare for whatever is about to come. Alcott had some spell components forged by the blacksmith, or at least is currently working on that. Markov had some intimate time with in prayer with his goddess. Irda had a discussion with Father Xantus, and everybody also needed some stuff from the blacksmith that Alcott promised he would assist with. And Cade, again, met his god in the flesh in his own tavern, drinking some holy liquor and telling a beautiful story about a dragon that he
Which
slew.
was ironic that everyone else in the party recognized this was Cade and Killian before Cade actually
But that
recognized
is
it.
the most Cade. His wisdom is, I think, 8, which
It's
makes
so
sense. And it was a very glorious moment, which you awarded Jenny with a minor fate chip for just being the best Cade that there ever could be in the world. And then Irda, Alcott, and Markov, all being in the blacksmith, decided we should look into the book, maybe in a safer place. Irda had some stuff that she seemed like she was working through and needed to go have some alone time, so she went back to the tavern, while Markov and Alcott went back to the temple, found a side room of some sort in this consecrated place, and did our best to open it safely.
There was an assumption, right, that if it was password protected, that
or warded against certain classes, races.
But despite that holy boon, something is still happening.
Yes.
So whatever is in this
black tendrils that you described as 2-dimensional made their way out of the book and began wrapping their way around us. After Alcott attempted to send the book into a pocket plane far away from them,
and it did not work.
Dissipated off of its surface. That is where we left off.
All right. And with that, we will join. I won't ask for character descriptions. People know who these players are.
You know me.
We just need to get down to it. So as Alcott and Markov feel these 2-dimensional tendrils wrapping around, first touching your skin, fingers, neck, but then to mind, there is a disorientation that occurs, and you both feel a sense of peace, a gauzy fuzziness of mind, as though everything will be okay. This is not dangerous. This is friendly. How do each of you respond?
So we're just standing there looking at each other with these tendrils lightly wrapped around us?
Once they hit, you start feeling this sense of peace.
They're not binding our arms or anything. It's more like now we have inked tattoos around us.
Just wrapping around, touching, not binding.
So how do we react? I guess if I feel at peace, I suppose there was nothing to worry about.
I guess not.
Perhaps this book will have everything that we need.
Secrets untold.
Yes. As I look at the book, are the tendrils just kind of fluttering as they like are connected to us, or are they like a snake just kind of inked out and we see the tail?
No, definitely
up?
like no. So no, like not a snake, like tentacles, like
Still
many,
connected.
many, like just reaching out. But roll d20.
Yeah, absolutely. 19.
You see one of the tendrils has a pointed nail, and it's clawing into Alcott's brain. He has no sense of it, but you see this.
Yeah. You seem to have an issue, right? Almost like a needle
That's all
going
right.
into your. I suppose it is, but I mean, we should
Alcott
investigate.
picks up the book and opens it up.
As he opens it
I mean,
up,
he feels okay.
I guess so. This is just like it's the weird.
Yeah. the dramatic irony of
Yeah.
the situation.
I love it. I love it. All right, so as you do this, and suddenly you're in a different place.
I am, or
Both of you are.
Is it an instantaneous just vision wipe to like whip pan basically? Yeah.
gotta do some proper.
Oh yeah. Wait. Yeah. That's right. This was what we were using as the.
Ah,
tome.
yes.
There you go.
Dark, light. Do we still feel happy?
Disoriented and middling light. Not dark, not light. Dank, subtle scent of sulfur.
And do our minds feel more free now that we are here?
Yes.
I don't think we were quite as safe as. Where are we?
No, I couldn't have. A
Is
lapse
the book
in
still in
judgment.
my hands?
Mm-hmm.
I close it and try
Yeah.
and seal it.
Yeah.
Does that do anything?
No, you close the book and you try to snap the seal. It will not allow you to close it. It just
Hand me the book. Your damned curiosity gets us into all sorts of trouble. I tried to warn you about a
You're the one who wanted to
needling in your
open the book.
mind.
I warned you.
It appears we've both made a mistake, a grave mistake, but hopefully one we can survive from. When I open up the book, is there anything written in it?
Are the tendrils still attached to us from the book?
no.
Great.
And as you open up the book, you see everything is written in Thessalonian.
Ah, wonderful. It's written in Thessalonian.
Yes.
It would
Perhaps
take ages to try and translate that,
ages, you say?
unless you have some way of... Let me ask you this. Are you a discerning individual that just knows ancient languages?
I've done some learning.
Okay, take a look. See what you can find. But
Perhaps I can find some key words.
I'm going to cast my gaze about this place. I do hope...
Where's Murkov?
Oh, with the miniature somewhere over there.
I've got him.
Yeah. I do not want this to be a repeat of the Brothers Seven Manor.
No.
No. I cannot go back there. I will not.
I have no plans on electrocuting you again, if that's what you're asking. I'm going to take some time while Markov kind of looks around to read the book as much as I can.
Okay. Roll d20 and use your knowledge language.
My linguistics skill, a skill I
Please
don't
add that.
think I've rolled before.
Good.
Oh. 23.
You find this tome includes the names, and I hate to do this to you. If you could, because that's like
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
the
Go
camera
for it.
area, like just perfect. There, that works.
Yeah, great.
and then you can place yourself. So you stand in a stone cavern, but you can smell, as I said, the scent of sulfur. You hear a bubbling.
Are you wanting that visible on stream?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, it's okay. I do the theater of mind first, and then
Yeah.
And as you look through the tome, Alcott, you sense this is clearly a ledger of the Brothers Seven. It includes logs of payments that were made to the governments of Magnamar. There are names here which include Ironbrar, the Mayor Garabarus.
Predictable.
Many names. Then, in the latter parts of the tome, are references to Ixen. This is a completely incriminating tome, which shows the corroboration and crime of many of the leaders of Magnamar.
This could be instrumental.
What did you read? What did you find?
It appears to be a ledger. Incriminating activities, names, dates, amounts.
That is wonderful. Is it Pete? I imagine they've infiltrated some people of renown.
The mayor of Magnamar.
May I? Point to it. Where is it? Well, I'm gonna take out a little charcoal and underline or circle that bit. Thank you. When I return to Magnamar, I'll have to speak with my diocese. If a mayor of the town has worked against the law, well, I would deem it critical to remove him.
That is also now technically within my purview as a follower of Abadar. We were speaking with Jiren at the Temple of Abadar in Magnamar. There was potential to get him onto our side.
Yes, but
given proof.
I suppose that's a discussion when we aren't where we are,
yes,
which is still unknown. And I've kind of looked around the corner a bit because of the winding nature of this under subsurface whatever we're in. I don't have my crossbow out. I have my rapier out.
Interesting. As you say this.
There's nothing on us.
No? Anything metal is gone. Leather,
so the sword and shield on my back are gone.
Cloth, all remains. Paper, any spell components that you had that were metal are gone.
So I go to reach for my rapier.
Yeah, so the sheath is
tactical.
Yeah.
You reach for your rapier.
What?
What is the problem?
My rapier. Judgment. It's gone. I reach behind for my crossbow. I imagine the whole crossbow is missing, not just the iron bar.
No. So the crossbow, as you pull it off,
yeah,
it's there. The iron bar is gone. The string just falls to the ground.
I grab the bowstring, and this is useless. I pull out a bolt. It's just a wooden dowel at this point.
Yeah. Look at the feathers. Yeah,
it's got feathers.
No. I reach into my spell components bag. The tuning fork.
Gone.
I do reach on my leather belt, which is probably not buckled very well anymore. I pull out a stake, a wooden stake. That still remains.
Yes. Your belt is kind of dangling.
You might be better
waist.
suited with this. I hand you my quarterstaff.
I grab it.
It's merely for show.
I'll
take that. And I take the wooden stake.
Okay.
It could serve as a wand or something.
I suppose so. We are in. For such a smart man, I find ourselves in situations where we're underprepared and underplanned. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating, and I know that this is my fault this time.
It is not your fault, Markov. You could not have predicted this. We were as prepared as we thought we needed to be. Were we not?
You're correct. Perhaps I'm being hard on myself. But I feel it's unfair to cast judgment on others if I do not judge myself just as harshly.
Well, try and keep that in check until we get out of here. There's no use right now. You must stay consistent.
Me, whatever you do.
Of course.
Each of you, please roll d20.
Yeah, absolutely.
It would appear that our only way out is forward.
A 10.
Okay.
A 7.
It's a good thing he was looking for exactly a 10. It's not an above or below.
Actually, that's so funny because the 10 with your perception bonus with passive, you see there is something carved into the wall in a strange scribbling hand.
Yeah. I put a finger up just in front of while Alcott's saying what he's saying, and I motion towards the walls. You said just a scribbling scrawl?
As you look at it, it's common.
Look there. Words on the walls. Perhaps somebody has been here before.
Well, what do they say?
Well, let's take a look. I imagine...
You said like middling light.
Yeah,
do we have to get it all close to these to be able to read them from the distance we're at?
I imagine just walking up.
Well, no, like I mean, you have no torches. Do you have any like light sources that you've?
I'm sure he could conjure some light sources.
I mean,
I'm sure he could, but
yeah.
has he?
I don't have anything prepared.
What?
I thought you were always prepared.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting to
Wizard
work
with
in the
no
dark.
light.
But I could take a torch out from my haversack.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
Wallman is not with you.
Of course, I was going to ask that question.
He did not.
Now,
come.
what probably would have happened before the tendrils got to our minds and made us feel calm, because Wallman would have been outside of the church. There's no way he would have come in, right? I probably would have given him the command to go find Cade and Irda, and that's all I would have said.
Okay.
And to bring them back. Not that maybe there's anything that they can do, but that's just what I would have tried to get out.
Is Jimmy stuck in the book?
Wallman!
Okay.
Because he can't talk.
I'll take...
Would he grab them? Because that's the most direct way to fulfill the order.
I'll take out a torch from my handy haversack and snap my fingers with prestidigitation to try and spark it alight.
That's good because my flint is gone too.
You hold the fire up and you see on the wall, it is in common tongue, oddly, and it says, "Rap thrice and once, but upon which anon."
Rap thrice and once. What
Like
could that mean?
Like a rap on a door. I
But
would
upon-
imagine. I imagine that there is some knocking that needs to be done, but upon anon,
Anonymous.
potentially, I believe this is some kind of puzzle. Perhaps the person that made this book is doing this to
Toy with us.
toy with us in some way, or perhaps this is saying that the knowledge found here. There are a lot of assumptions. This could just be a place to waste our time and our energy.
Perhaps we should press forward, but allow me to ensure there are no traps.
Oh yeah, you're gonna detect magic. And I'll look around for tripwires, the physical traps, and he can look at the magic traps.
And I will just assume that unless we are not in a situation where it would break my concentration, I always am detecting magic.
And
Just I have to be concentrated on it to do it.
You feel there is a sense of arcane, but you, Alcott, with your knowledge of Thessalonian, it is alloyed with unusual magics here. And also a familial aura.
A familial aura?
I'm going to use heightened awareness as well. The eye, like the color, the silver of my eyes, after taking a powder, not any iron or anything, and rubbing them into it, glows just like very, very dimly. Not enough to cast light anywhere, but just kind of showing that the effect of heightened awareness is on. Almost like a wolf in the dark if it catches the light right. But
as this fires off, you see a slender form, 2 feet tall, dark, skitters across the edge of your vision and vanishes down this hallway.
2 feet tall. I'll put the bottom of the staff out in front of me, to create some distance, right, in a defensive stance. Stand back, Alcott. We're not alone here. There are small shadows that I have no clue what to expect. Let's move forward carefully.
Yes.
And before we go, perhaps, I doubt it, but let us not leave any stone wall unwrapped. And
what was the wording? We should write it down.
3 wraps, then 1 upon anon. Is that correct? Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah.
You got to remember.
Wrap
Yeah,
thrice, then
Go back
once.
and read it.
Yeah.
Wrap twice,
I'll go
twice,
once.
Yeah, right. Yes.
Upon which, anon.
Right. Upon which anon.
You can write that one down.
I don't.
Yeah, I gave you the
I know
pencil.
You did. I brought.
Oh no, the pencil's gone. We're in this other world.
I guess I did. Bring some.
So, with that said, keeping it kind of peeking around with the staff in front of me again to make a motion at the small height.
How is rap spelled?
R-A-P, I believe.
It is W-R-A-P?
Oh, it is W-R-A-P. Okay.
That is important.
I'll, with one hand on the staff, I'll go up and I'll, on that wall that had the common etched into it.
The echo sounds and nothing happens, but you can hear the skittering of feet and the familiarity of family grows stronger for you, Alcott.
How is anon spelled, if you don't mind my asking?
A-N-O-N.
Anon.
Let's see here. I have a feat that could help us. Stealth synergy. Okay, this is great. Whenever we make a stealth check, because again, solo work.
Yeah.
We both roll.
But you take the better of the two?
I think that may be it. I don't think it's both of us.
Because I don't have that feat, so.
Yeah. Whenever you all take the highest.
My son,
Okay.
you can yet save me.
Continue. Like you guys. Like
Yeah.
I'm not trying to interrupt you,
Yeah.
Good.
but you hear this.
Only him?
Only no. Both of you hear this,
Okay.
but you know who he's speaking to.
Markov, this place may have been created to toy with me.
I'm not surprised. It sounds like it.
I'm in hell. Rescue me from this place.
Steal your mind. You've been
It's
through a lot.
difficult.
You've been through enough.
It's not my
frankly.
father.
No, it is not. I promise you, whatever we find, your father is dead. At least the way you knew him.
I am dead, and I am in hell. I suffer.
Markov, promise me something.
Yes.
You will not allow me to succumb to whatever it is we see in there.
I can promise you
The
this.
monsters you find, you will slay.
I can promise you this. Or it is my last breath I will take. It is what I've dedicated my life to.
I buried my father. All right, we need to press on.
Yes. Follow my lead. And I'll be...
I have the torch behind us.
Yeah,
so
and
we
I'm
can see forward.
keeping a hand on your arm as we go, and pointing out pebbles and stuff that you might accidentally kick. And I'm gonna roll a stealth roll, You also roll, and we both take the highest.
Oh, sweet.
All right, as you move...
Of the dice, not of the modifier, right?
You move around the curving corridor. The smell of sulfur grows and gets stronger and stronger.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 16.
Then we take the 16 and add your...
Cool. So a 19.
Oh, you were not great at that, are you?
What do you think, I was sneaking around a lot as a noble child?
I don't know. It's a big house. Maybe there's secrets up in there. Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah,
There's
maybe.
secrets up in there?
Well, we know now. So 29 is what I got. You kick a pebble, like a squeeze your arm.
Sorry.
You don't say sorry when we're trying to sneak.
I'm doing my best.
As you walk down
Markov's
the
definitely
corridor.
in the front.
Yeah.
Just to be,
Yeah, no,
just to be
that's
clear.
That's very
You
clear.
move down the corridor, and the smell of sulfur grows stronger. You hear the bubbling of something like a cauldron. Darkness looms ahead.
The first time I met the heroes, we met a party of witches over a bubbling cauldron. Do you think this could potentially be a recreation of the events of my time?
Once is a circumstance. Twice is a pattern.
Well, let's hope we don't find 3 reasons.
As I continue to move forward and take a look around the corner, what is it that I see in this bubbling cauldron room?
You don't see a bubbling cauldron room. As you look around the corner, you see there is a bit of cooled magma on the floor. You see it wraps around to this side. The bubbling sound seems to come from this area,
Yeah.
but there is a massive gate that covers, and then you hear a voice. You hear this as well.
Oh God. Please. Our father was wrong. But you can still save him from this fate. I know you doubt and you have every reason. But he was never evil.
And you see an apparition float. You're hearing the voice, but you're seeing it because you're first. And this apparition floats forward, and you see it is.
Oh, it's the same one that we saw on the other.
That was
She travels.
Tiberian's wife, the first female Devereaux in Sandpoint.
I'm going to say I deem this to be illusory. If what we saw in the Brother Seven Manor was a spirit, we know that spirits have trouble getting out of such a place. And I cast my eyes. I don't know if perception would be the right call if it was an illusion. But I do want to look at it further.
It would be typically be a will check or a wisdom save.
Yeah, I want to do one of those to try and discern, because I've seen this specific apparition prior, or maybe that was also an illusion. And I would like to think that if it wasn't researched, it might have actually been encountered by Markov in the past. All those gothic horrors and such.
Roll.
So I'll make the roll.
Bad.
If it's a wisdom based on the
We'll do wisdom. You roll under your wisdom.
yeah, 18,
So he rolled under it.
17, yeah.
Something about this apparition seems genuine. And it aggravates you. Like you wanted to disbelieve it, but somehow there is something authentic here.
Tell my son, I can do nothing more. But his father, there is something which always comes, but never arrives.
Write that one down too.
And she vanishes.
This is like the Batman. This is a Riddler. I believe I'm wrong. That did not seem to be an illusion, based on my best discernment. Perhaps
This book is doing things to us, to our minds.
that is well said.
Well, perhaps we're not even in a real location. This could be... There are spells that can create the most vivid of nightmares that will convince you they are real. We might find ourselves in my nightmare. One you are unfortunately sharing with me.
I have to say, if this is what you dream when you go to sleep, then then I have been incorrect about you. You are much stronger than I took you to be, to endure this. Him saying that, though, everything we've encountered feels physical. None of it feels floaty. Yeah.
No, yeah, it feels extremely real and physical.
Yeah.
As a arcane practitioner, would I know what I'm saying to possibly be true? That, like, mental recreations of things would feel real to the person that
you
is inside
feel
of
that
them.
sense of conflict. You know that is conceptually possible, and yet what you're feeling is so real and so powerful, you suspect your conception is wrong.
Whatever is the case, if we wish to proceed further, which seems to be potentially our only choice.
You said there was like a massive
magma
gate
flow
that ran across.
So are you moving forward to look at that? Or
No, I'm not stepping on dried, even if it's dried magma. I suspect it, like it's warm in the room.
Well, no, but you do, yeah, you can feel the warmth, but there is cold stone here, dried magma. It wraps around here. The gates, you can see, are.
Oh, is it sideways?
Here.
I was okay. I was gonna say that's a nightmare realm if it's a sideways gate.
Whatever it is, Thessalonian magic is incredibly powerful. We need to be cautious of anything we do.
I'll test the ground, the stone with the staff before I step onto it. But I do wish to proceed, and if I can, just looking at the gate from a distance. You've invited the two more cautious members of the group. So this is going to be a dungeon prop. We need a 10-foot pole is what we need.
Yeah. You've got a 6-foot one.
Yeah, it'll work. So on the walls again, because we've seen stuff scrawled on the walls, and the gate. If I need to make a roll, I'm happy to.
As you look up at the gate, it rises some 30, 40 feet in the sky of some ancient stone. You see Thessalonian ruins carved all over the gate. You can see the dull amber glow of lava from the other side. The sulfur fumes come through. Huge iron chains bind to some sort of portcullis lifter atop. You see this other corridor which goes to the left, and it has twin peaks of skull and bone atop it on either side of the portcullis. And again, the sense of being watched.
From the gate itself.
No.
Oh.
Just in general.
All around.
I will remind you of a spell that I cast earlier that may or may not be in play.
Right.
Detect scrying. The feeling of being watched would not trigger that detection, would it?
Actually, you do, with your detect scrying, you still feel the eyes of Alcott's ancestor watching every move you make, and you cast a glance up to the top, and you see there is an impish figure atop this gate that looks down. When it sees your eyes, it immediately drops off and falls behind.
One of us always lies.
Oh, so in
One of us
theory we
always
could
tells you.
fly over this gate and not have to deal with it.
You could try whatever you want.
You
Do we then
try.
see him on the other side of the portcullis?
No, I mean, he vanishes.
So if it has an over, so this is an assumption I made that seems to be proven wrong by the description. This isn't necessarily a cave. We can see sky above us.
You look up, you see black sky.
We're in like a valley of some sort.
It's starless, I imagine, right?
No stars, just ebony, velvet blackness above.
Could I?
Awful. I hate it. Thank you.
You look up and I look up for the first time too.
Yeah.
Are we in a pocket plane?
We're not in Kansas anymore, I'll tell you that much.
I mean, I have knowledge of the planes. I've done some research, and especially after being in a pocket plane
Go
before.
ahead and roll your knowledge, planer.
I won't make a roll because...
It could potentially give me some information. About
yeah,
where
I
we
get
are.
you. But I feel like I would know if it's like heavy cloud cover. You'd still... This is not heavy cloud cover.
No, it's not.
Yeah, this is something else. If we're at a place with no stars, we aren't on... We're not on Earth.
Galarian.
Yeah.
What's the roll?
Non-natural 20.
You are not in a pocket plane. You're in a realm of the abyss.
Markov, I've read about this place before.
Mm-hmm.
At least similar. The Abyss.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that tapestry you attempted to burn?
Yes, the one to...
Lamashtu.
Yeah, I almost say the L, and then I stop myself. To the Fell God. Yes.
We are in her realm.
The... Markov seems genuinely distraught. It's a place of absolute chaos.
Rap thrice, then once. Rap with a W. The chains are wrapped, upon which is anonymous, something that has no name.
Or another. Shortened.
Could be another.
Could be. Yeah, were you about to say something? Oh, okay.
You would like me to, but I won't.
Okay.
What always comes but never arrives.
I will give it some thought.
Some thought indeed.
Yeah, I pull out my own bestiary and just kind of look through and look at some demons that I have a little bit of limited knowledge on, and then put the book away. There is just a little that I can do to help against what we could come up against. These beings are stuff wrought from chaos. Scripture is a powerful weapon against these creatures. But I hope we do not go up against them. They are mighty indeed, and we are few in number.
The longer we tarry here, the worse things could be getting outside of wherever we are. I don't know how time is working, but we need to move. Perhaps we should check our backs, clear this room, and then attempt to vault this gate.
As I'm checking the stone outline of the room, walking across it. Now, once
Are you approaching the gate?
Slowly, yes.
And I will continue
move
to
past
detect
some
magic as we walk.
Cooled lava. The magic surrounds everywhere in this place.
Do I, as we approach the gate, do I see
go
any
for it.
specific trap-like runes? When you say gate, like on this side, we can see that it's solid. Is it solid rock in front of us, or is there it's a portcullis, correct?
Yeah, these are stone gates, and you see a column to the left and to the right, and those gates.
I don't have my breastplate.
And we don't see the portcullis you were talking about, or we do? That is what.
Well,
the
no,
gate
it's on the
is.
opposite. You see the chains here, which lead. So you see gates here.
So
You're-
maybe portcullis being up and down.
Right.
Is this like
Gate,
a lowering
chain? I probably
bridge?
told you something I shouldn't have told you because you can't see it.
Okay.
But yes, on
But
this
we can
side,
assume that
you see
something
the
would be
gates and you
controlled
see
by
the
these
chains here. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to say.
As I turn to look this way, is it just more of what we've been witnessing of the just kind of cooled magma and chaos and sulfur and all that? Is it just a little alcove of that, or is there something more there?
There is something more. You see
It's a dinosaur. No.
Finally on Blue Box.
Dinosaurs don't belong in fantasy. Unless it's Dread Island. It's another apparition.
Schult.
You see the shadow of Alcott's ancestor again standing there.
Save him, please. Time runs out. He was never a bad man. The legacy of our family, it was too much for any man to withhold. But he does not deserve to be punished eternally in this place.
I'm gonna sense motive, although I recognize that may not work on a ghost.
When she says that.
Yeah. Oh, it's nat 20.
It feels so real to you. The pathos, the passion. This is
a spirit.
This is a spirit concerned.
Do I remember her name?
Do you?
I could make up a name if you want.
I could make up the name too. It doesn't mean
I
it's
have
right.
it written down somewhere. I don't have it handy, but yes.
I believe he told you before.
I did.
Probably. If he did, I'm gonna make up a new one really quick. All right, guys. So don't worry about it. This is the new canon.
Great grandma.
I say, Liana, perhaps we can save him. Markov, if we are truly in the abyss, and his soul resides here, if we escape with it, we could save him.
And then you would unlock a soul that has brought about the conditions to make everything that we're fighting against worse.
But she's not wrong.
No, she doesn't feel as though she's wrong.
I mean, in what she says, he loved me, us.
She believes wholeheartedly, and I feel this with the same level of confidence that I have in my God, and you know that to be absolute, that she is telling the truth, but that truth is her truth. It may not be objectively correct.
Either way, we must move forward, and if
Yes.
I have the opportunity, this
What-
might be a real chance, Markov.
Just a moment ago, you said, do not allow you to be...
Yes, well, that was when I thought we were an illusion created in my own mind. If we are truly in this place, and my father is damned to burn here eternally,
then perhaps the gods have judged it so, and you may be acting against them. However, Scripture says that no soul is beyond redemption.
perhaps he has been judged.
I'm gonna speak to the apparition. If you feel
My name is not Leona. It is Lysana. And I have said this to him before. My own...
Listen here, bud.
yeah.
My own progeny does not know me.
And I guess that's what has become of the Devereaux name. If you believe so much, Spirit, that this is what must be done, then what aid can you offer us in this damned place? What guidance can you and your age and wisdom and pitiful state give us to enact your will?
I have no will, only a plea. A plea for my family. But I have given you all I can. What?
What comes but does not arrive? What comes but
And never arrives. This can aid you.
Aid us.
Yeah, I know. I feel like it's out of character. I'm like, I feel like that's a very doable riddle.
Yeah.
I just would need to dedicate my mind to it for like
To not role
a
playing for like.
solid, like little tiny bit. What comes but does not arrive? Okay. Markov's going to turn to Alcott. This is a role-playing game. and we're gonna workshop this. What comes but does not arrive? If this is the aid that the spirit can give us, then let's try and parse this together.
I mean, any number of events, potentially.
I believe that's casting the net a little too far, don't you?
Listen, we have to start somewhere, do we not?
Yes.
A sunrise?
The sunrise arrives. Comes but does not arrive.
Arrive being brought to your location, correct?
I suppose in the literal sense
It's a
of the
riddle,
word.
Markov. Are you going to
suppose-
laugh at every idea I put out, or will you give one of your own?
I'm thinking. My mind went immediately to a river, but that's
No, that's a
it's
mouth
like a
without
slant rhyme. Yes.
a slant rhyme.
Yeah, it doesn't fit. Again, yeah. It's not quite there. The future. Possibly.
Tomorrow?
Hmm.
Tomorrow.
Potentially. Yes.
You say the word tomorrow, and she vanishes, and you see the twin pillars around this gate illuminate when you say the words
I'm
tomorrow.
gonna put my hand out.
Smart bros.
Yeah. And a wry smile goes across. Again, very, very seldom do you see him smile. Just,
Are you proud of me, Markov? Is that what I'm seeing?
I'm proud of us. What we accomplished. It doesn't stay long. The way he has to wince due to the scarring on his face.
It's horrible to look at.
Yeah. Don't look at me. Tomorrow.
No traps on the door. In this now open gateway, you said?
You detect none. No, it's not open.
Oh.
They're just pillars now.
The pillars illuminated on the sides.
And
That's
they
all.
Have,
They
they
just-
had
they-
the Thessalonian text on them?
And they illuminated, and then they flashed out. That's all that happened. The gates did not open. Those pillars just illuminated.
Rap thrice, then once. Must be connected to this, correct? Perhaps we have to do both.
Potentially, yes. Could be the utterance of the word tomorrow.
Does anything happen when he says it again? Perhaps I have to say it? Tomorrow? We've seemingly activated something.
I'll go to the gate. Can you please, with your magic discernment, tell me with any certainty that touching this will not electrocute me?
Thank you, Patrick.
I will do that.
Yeah.
I will do that. I will, with my detect magic, look for trap runes on this thing.
Okay.
Evocation magic is what I'm looking
Again,
for.
I took the boon to figure out or try not to trigger them, but still.
They're out to get you.
No invocation magic, but again, you sense the subtle Thessalonian influence
Just,
all around this gate.
Yeah.
You're safe.
I'll 3 times. Nothing happens after that, I imagine.
On the gates?
Yeah.
Nothing. Nothing happens.
Can you read what's on these pillars?
I can attempt, but allow me this. And I'm gonna cast Mage Hand up to this chain and try and pull on the handle of it.
The weight is far beyond what your mage hand can do. You see it tremble, its little arcane tendons, but nothing. Feels like squeezing that.
Flexes it.
Yeah, exactly.
I will have it carry up rope from my
Okay.
bag and tie it off to one of the handles.
Ah, that's clever.
Perhaps we can pull.
Yes. I'm going to say, how about you grab the further down part?
Thank you again, Patrick.
And I will have it tie it in a way to where if we simply pull on it, the rope won't just slide off.
Sure.
It will continue to.
Yeah. So yeah,
wrap it around.
I mean, you can take as many times. I
will
won't
have
make
it
you
wrap
roll
it around
for it.
4
That's
times.
fine. All right. So
Thrice and then once.
thrice and then once, and you wrap, and then both of you pull.
Yeah. Still way too.
It does not budge.
It's
The other direction. Do we try that?
Yeah. You got all the time you want here, so there's nothing rushing you.
Try the other direction.
Except that sulfur seems to be getting stronger. It's becoming more difficult to breathe. But yes, you pull down and nothing.
Yeah, so nothing happens again. Yeah. It's times like these that I appreciate the brute strength that Irda
brings to the party.
But since it's so not moving, we could climb it as well. I mean,
Potentially simply fly or teleport over, but the possibility of backlash.
is, I would say, almost certain.
If this was designed in a way that I would attend it, there are such things as teleport traps, which I do not hope to.
I would
land.
imagine that the magic that created such a mechanism would not have the engineering loophole of going around.
Well, perhaps we should climb on the rope.
To get up? Yes.
get up.
Perhaps. You first.
Before we do anything, I'm going to carefully read the Thessalonian runes that glowed, and even touch them to try and make sense out of potentially what is meant to be done here.
As you move to the runes, these are of an arcane dialect, even older than what you studied from the tomes of Magnamar. These seem to be rudimentary forms of Thessalonian speech, but you do see a reference that refers to something. The best way to translate would be vibration or reverberation.
Vibration. Reverberation.
Can you read that? Because that may be helpful in this instant, in this or future instances. I don't know if that means understand spoken rather than written.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, what this would give you is what I just gave him, even though you've never studied it. So you, like, casting the spell, you see the same thing. There is nothing overt about what's said on these pillars, but you can see there's a reference in an ancient Thessalonian dialect to reverberation on either side of those pillars.
Right.
Reverberation.
And that'll last 30 minutes.
What could be meant by that?
If it isn't rapping, and it's rapping, then perhaps my meager hand is far too little concussive force to create the vibration that it needs.
It's a good idea.
But I know not what would allow us, considering all of our metal is gone. Goodness. I mean, I'll take the quarterstaff and give it a thwack to see what
Thunk!
kind.
You slam it against. Nothing seems to happen. In fact, it bounces off, almost snaps your quarterstaff.
Markov.
It's still together. I will not give it so much enthusiasm. Is that fair?
Yes. Should we just climb it?
Like I said, you first.
Me first.
They are so confused. Anyone in the chat can help them? They are struggling. Red Hulk, I need a John's right here. Thank you. Hey, Hunter, good to see you.
I don't know.
Maybe it's like a barbershop quartet. You need the vibrato. Tomorrow.
Rap thrice, then once. Like, could I roll?
Ooh, maybe it's wanting us to like bust
raw
down some
intelligence to see if you can give me a hint?
bars. A riddle hint.
Roll. No. You know what? I don't even want to roll this because I gave you hints.
Yeah,
There
no.
were hints laden in what I said, included the spelling.
Yes, including spelling.
WRAP
Yeah, so the other obvious solution is getting up there and trying to wrap the chains.
We already wrapped the chains in rope.
Yes, but I don't mean that. I mean having to turn the mechanism, and perhaps when we're actually up there and using instead of just one rope that's thin and liable to snap, we might have a better chance of actually doing that.
Yes.
It could be that simple.
Yes.
In fact, if it is, well, then I think we're far too analytical for our own good.
Perhaps. Well, let's climb.
Yes, it's time to climb.
You start to climb up the rope. You get no further than 10 feet up, and you feel an invisible barrier which is not allowing any organic material past. Inorganic material is cast through. Boom! You slam against this and fall back down.
Well, there goes that plan.
Ah, goodness. Well, in that case, I would say wrapping something around. Oh.
I'm gonna let you guys.
Yeah. I know. I think I know. Are you going to break?
I'm gonna take
Yeah.
one. It'd be a quick break. I want these guys to think about it. It's like,
I think I figured it out.
there is
Yeah.
some nuance to this. Blue Box
Wait.
will be.
Do the pillars stand off of the gate?
No. The gate is between the two. They're like right around the pillars. So like right here, the pillars.
Are there backs
and
to the
gate.
pillars that we could wrap something around?
No, I mean they kind of stick out like halfway pillars.
So they're just sort of.
Yeah. Like they protrude, but they're not, completely circular around. They stick out, call it 4 feet like this, and then push against the gate. And Blue Box will be right back.
It's vibrations. Perhaps it's wrapping, a rope or whatever, and then playing it like a string instrument, potentially.
Think context, guys. Think context.
Yeah, we're good now.
I love this. I've got my smartest players befuddled.
Context.
Upon
Context,
which.
please.
Upon which.
Not convex, context.
I know. Anon?
Wrap thrice, then once, upon which anon. Could be. Could be. I mean, we said tomorrow, and then the pillars lit. So I feel like some amount of this is helped. Like maybe that was a password or something. Wrapping the book. Wrapping
No,
ourselves.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Upon which. That's important. We're very focused on this.
Maybe look up the definition.
What?
Maybe look up that word. See if there's some meaning that
John knows that we don't.
yeah, big smart guy.
Shortly, soon.
Wait, soon? Shortly? So upon which shortly?
Or soon. It's also an abbreviation for anonymous, but that is more of a modern thing.
Yeah, I think anon is like a 4chan green text. So something about being soon, wrap 3, then once, unless it's like a, oh wait, like a beat thing, but I really think that may not be it.
In a short time. At another time. Immediately.
Immediately, do it now.
Upon which is immediate?
Ooh, oh, that's computing.
For holes and gears to get the chains around to raise the mechanism? Probably not. We did try knocking Red Hulk. Did anyone die yet? No, Tim. Thanks for the positivity.
But we might. Ooh, a sandwich in which the filling is rolled in a soft tortilla. A loose outer garment. No, there's a competing thing about like carrying over a word or text to be carried over to new line. But I really don't think that's it. Cover and close someone or something in a paper.
Rap
yeah.
with a W is not related to knocking, correct?
No, it is not. That's RAP, I think. So knocking is no longer it, I believe. Strike, yeah. So strike a hard surface with a rapid auto. That's RAP. So it's rap. It's
Rap thrice, then once, upon which something
soon.
is short or soon or immediate.
So it's definitely.
Do it quickly.
Do it now.
We're searching it all.
Oh no!
Oh!
It's all right.
You and coffee cups, huh?
It did not hit anything important.
Man. I saw that telegraphed as it occurred before my very eyes.
That with a hat on. And
Give
You're
us
good.
more time.
We can always adjust it. More time.
So. But the pillars say something about vibrations.
Vibrations, like a knock.
No, I'd say put the knock out. I think
Yeah.
that was just a synonym. That's not wordplay. So, again, there could be something to do about, like, plucking, like, a string or something. Maybe? What do y'all think?
Yeah, what do you guys think?
Well, yeah, what do you all think about rapping thrice, then once, upon which soon? Or anon?
Anon meaning, in short time, soon. Archaic, it meant immediately. My Twitch is messed up.
Because I'm trying to think of things to wrap into this.
Still missing context, I see.
Apparently, yeah, apparently. It said vibrations. It said vibrations. Thoughts?
I've given the majority of them.
Yeah.
All right. As we prepare to resume here at Blue Box, we have a pair of befuddled PCs, which is remarkable.
Upon which is soon. Tomorrow is soon.
Yeah. So
Well,
it,
but so oh, no, never mind.
so
It might not be related.
Well, no, I think
Well,
I
you
think
had a-
tomorrow. That was her big help. That was the big
Exactly,
clue.
And what was the clue?
What comes but never arrives.
And what happened when you gave the right answer?
So the pillar
pillars-
rode up.
The pillars glowed.
Yeah, they glue. Glue?
Glue,
Glowed
glowed.
up. Yeah, glowed
I don't
up.
think
They done
glue-
glowed up.
Welcome back. Hang on, sir. I pushed that camera there. Let's turn back to our regular lighting. One out. Boom.
And the answer is not wait.
Upon which is anon. Anon is soon. Tomorrow is soon. What we said tomorrow led us to the pillars. We have to rap thrice, then once on the pillars.
Yeah, no. So
But rap is spelled wrong.
Is it?
You said WRAP.
I did.
I think he was very intentional. I don't think
I
John
know.
made a mistake.
No, I know, but we don't knock on them, is what I'm saying. Because otherwise it would be RAP.
Yeah.
But how do we wrap something around the pillars if we can't physically wrap anything around the pillars?
I love this. It's so fun.
I think that is the question.
I am just
And what
having
do
a
we
great
wrap
time.
around
If
them?
no one else likes this, I'm having a blast.
No, this is all. I hope the chat's liking it. I like this because this is like a harder villain than Ixen. And this is gonna, when we figure it out, we're gonna feel
I mean,
like
I like the
geniuses.
idea of knocking on both at the same time, but that's not.
It's not. That's just
It's
not
not.
it. It's just not. It's just not that.
Well, the spelling was not R-A-P.
yeah, we get it. I know.
Okay, so stop saying that.
Tomorrow, the pillars.
The pillars are tomorrow.
And
We
Well,
know-
anon can mean soon. The tomorrow gave you the answer, showed the pillars glowing. I'm not going to give you any more hints than that.
anon can mean soon. Anon only means
Exactly.
soon.
Exactly.
So do something quickly.
yes. Unless it's saying tomorrow very quick. I don't think that's it. It could mean saying tomorrow and then literally trying to put something around the pillars. All right.
Got two good-looking men here on this.
Thanks.
Look at that, man. Gorgeous guys.
Because I like John's taunt at the beginning of this. He's like, if we get to the back half of this.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't think we will now.
We won't. It absolutely not.
So what comes but never arrives tomorrow.
Hey, Josh, good to see you. Cast light on both. That's a good idea. Not the one, but it's a good idea. Thank you.
Why is my chat not updating?
It gets so much
Yes,
better
it is lava.
if they can get through this. The floor,
old school.
The floor is lava.
Rapping is related
Hand me
to...
a piece of paper. I got to do a logic puzzle real quick. So Markov is literally taking out and like writing the clues down.
Tontite second time.
Old school.
Tontite second time.
Investigator. So we have this. But never arrived.
Think of context.
What do you mean by context?
Well, that's what you
Assist
got to
me
figure
with
out.
it.
No, I can't. Well, look, I mean, you got context all around you here, my friend.
We're in hell.
No, we're in a molten room.
No, you're in a planar. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're in a demiplane of hell.
Now.
In the abyss.
Yeah. So never comes. It may be worth.
Yeah, I want to see the whole map too.
Yeah. It could be something we could be going back into the other area, but.
Will we get to see the map today? That is the question on Blue
That
Box.
is the
Hey,
question.
Mike Disney, good to see you, my friend.
Pillar's lit up.
Just say that's right. Thank you. I need that, Red Hulk.
I mean, if I say that, nothing's gonna happen.
We said tomorrow. Great, wonderful. So a further utterance of the word tomorrow. Do not
Shortly.
create.
I'm shorter than you.
By an inch, yeah. Do you want to go wrap?
What do you?
Wrap yourself around.
There's nothing to wrap anything around. There is no around other than the chains. But we can't reach the chains
Wait.
other than through Mage Hand.
I've said what I should say. I'm not going to say anymore.
We
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
We can't physically reach the chains.
No. But I.
Yeah, unless you want to.
Am I correct in saying physically in this room nothing can be wrapped around other than the thing that is holding the chains? Unless I have missed
The way
a
you're
good
asking the
detail.
question, yes, you are correct.
In the previous room, is there anything that
No.
we might have missed?
In the way you're asking the question, you are correct.
So the way you asked see, this is an extra hint. So keep up. The way you asked, and you asked, is there anything in the room that can be wrapped around?
Yeah, so like a pillar, a standalone object that we can... Is there anything on the ground that we could pick up to wrap around something?
So
in this room?
maybe another question is, there's something that's wrapping around us.
I love escape rooms. I hate this.
No, this is awesome. There could be something that's wrapped around us.
The tendrils of the book?
Potentially, it could be the tendrils, or it could be the room itself. You could.
Oh, this is so frustrating.
I'm gonna walk around the corner and see if it weirdly continues in a.
No,
in a
you can
blue-
walk. I'll tell you. No, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it's here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give you that. It's here.
Yeah.
Rap was intentional.
Yes.
The clues were manifold.
Yes. The clues were manifold. So and this is I'm just trying to get all the facts. We want to get the facts of the case
I'm gonna
right.
chew my fingers off.
Yeah.
It's actually so simple, but
No, I'm
No, it
certain trust me, I get that it's simple.
Yep.
There's a fact that's missing from
We're
this.
missing physical context that our characters have that we don't.
Yeah,
no,
so
you're not. You've been given
No,
the
in terms of
context.
like if
No.
I were physically there, it might be.
no,
No.
I think it's right, but let's lay out the facts.
the facts of the case.
Literally, because we have
Okay.
everything we
Yeah.
need. So, and John, I'm gonna run this past you, and I just want yes. The hope is that it'll say
Okay.
yes to
All
everything. So there's this gate. It's got this whole mechanism. We can't reach it though.
Right.
And any attempt to mess with it is resulting in failure. At least
Yeah,
the ones
the
we've
organic
done.
material
Yeah.
is blocked.
Yeah, great. So the gate mechanism, it's out. Logically,
And you
it's
can't
not
pull
there.
it down. It
Can't
was not
pull
yet.
it. It's not a part of this riddle. Extraneous.
When? Sorry. I'll
Yeah. No. When.
No.
No,
You keep
come
asking.
on.
No. You ask the questions. I'm not
Yeah.
going to give it.
So at least that's not a direct part. We have the two pillars that lit up when we said tomorrow.
Right.
And they have the
And those were said in answer to what?
what comes but never arrives.
Asked by whom?
I asked it. Or no, I think it was me who asked Alcott that.
No,
No.
it was.
the ghost that asked us then.
Yes.
What ghost?
It was the ghost of his family.
7-year ancestor of Alcott's family.
Yeah. The 7-year and what was that?
She's a 7 years, 7
Don't get too hung up on
generations.
sevens,
Yeah.
but that's
I
the
know.
context. That's the last clue I'm giving you.
Yeah. So
Family.
So those are the facts. Yeah. So it was asked by the ghost of your family. That's the ancestor. So we have. I know this is the way it works. We've got that processing speed is not our strong suit, but the processing power.
No, it's
there.
happening. It's happening. I know it is.
So
Wrap thrice then once. I wrapped my family's bodies in silk and cloth, and then one, and then I'm soon to be killed for the horrible stuff.
tomorrow, man, yeah. I think that's like a threat that you're kind of putting into this, right?
Thank you, Death Kill
but he mentioned
123 for the
specifically
follow.
the family connection is
no,
relevant to
no,
this
I get that that's
question,
important.
right?
I get that that's important. So that in relationship to tomorrow and wrapped.
I think we might need to separate tomorrow from the gate. No, but we can't because he said we shouldn't.
No, so those are the facts. The ghost was.
Vibration?
I think the vibration is something else.
No, he made it clear that it was relevant. Reverberation.
Was it what was the specific? It was vibration.
I used both.
And reverberation.
But I think of the two, to help you, vibration is probably the better term.
Yeah.
Reverberation could still be true, but
I try to sing the word tomorrow. I sing it out loud.
Tomorrow. No.
Nothing happens.
It's something to
the
do.
cauldron bubbles.
Yeah, no. So it's something to do with you specifically. I think you have something that's going on here. Now again, we're gonna have to start from the dumb ideas up, which is that,
I walk up,
So-
knock 3 times.
no, okay, wait.
Pause
So
and
this
then
is
knock once.
this is a place for the dead. We're in the abyss. A ghost gave this to you. Maybe we have to wrap you like a funeral shroud.
Thrice then once.
Something like that.
Upon that which is
Right.
shortly. Shortly, is he making fun of me? Thomas for being
thank
short.
you for the raid. Jax, we appreciate that. Everyone
Now-
else jumping in?
So do you?
Rap
We're
and
having a
knock are
really-
not the same.
we're having
Rap
a-
for knock does not have a W in it.
No, it does not.
If
It
another
does
person
not.
in chat says that.
Rap does not have a not. A W doesn't. That's not.
So I think it's something about literally wrapping you potentially.
Do it.
Do it. Do you have anything with which to wrap you? You got your cape and cloak.
I'll
and
pull
everything.
out like a silken cloak that I have.
Okay. Now, with my knowledge of how he wrapped his family, having seen how he put them in the burial shroud, I will recreate that for him.
Where?
On him.
And then I'm gonna like stand between the pillars and touch my hands to them.
This has no effect.
Okay, but I think there's something in this space that we have close. Although
4
that was not a simple solution is the thing, and the solution is pretty simple.
Oh.
And it has to do with you. No help? No. We don't need help.
No, I need help.
Okay. Think here. Do you want the fact sheet? It's not very.
I've
good.
looked at the fact sheet.
All right. Yeah. It's just some basic.
Let me see if
things.
it's got the.
We don't have the name. Vibration needs to be added on there.
4 knocks on the door. Pat.
Something to do with your vibe? Yeah.
I'm coming for you. Pat.
You're.
It's either you're way off base or man,
No,
you're really close.
No,
Yeah,
chaotic.
close.
He told us the spelling was with a W.
These are
But they might help.
These are intrusive thoughts. Put that down. That's what the chat is right now.
Intrusive thoughts.
They're adding detail and thoughts that are not relevant to the facts that we have here.
Facts the case.
Yeah, the facts of the
What?
case. What? No.
I guess
we
Stop
got this.
doing that.
No.
Either say
No,
nothing or give me a clue.
All right, I'll be good.
Because again, he was very clear with his wording that there was nothing in the room that we can wrap things around.
I was very descriptive about a couple of things, including the.
No.
Let's stop.
Please.
Stop.
No. So
What were you
I'm going to ask again. the facts of the room itself.
Yes.
There's magma in this, or sorry, there's
Cooling magma here, yes.
Yeah, in the center. Around the edge is a stone like a
Yeah,
like a
and when the answer was given for tomorrow, these pillars glowed. And they stick out slightly. You cannot wrap something all the way around them, but they do stick out.
Yeah.
Like they're think of a circular column.
Yeah.
The backside embedded in a wall.
Yeah,
Here,
absolutely.
though they glowed and then stopped.
Yep, absolutely. And so with the magma, all that.
I'm gonna wrap myself around one of the columns.
I'll see if anything happens.
What do you mean wrap yourself around?
like
Hug it.
hug it.
You're gonna hug which one?
The
left
left
or right?
one.
You're gonna hug the left one?
You're really, really belaboring this to really just say nothing happened.
No.
No.
You hug the left one. As you hug it, 1, 2, 3 seconds.
I let go.
The column lights up, and you see a flash on the right column.
I'll go and walk over to it, following his
Markov,
example.
go!
Wrap the second one for 1 second.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
First then once.
Because you said in order, so we've got some new facts. This
both
is
at
good.
the same time.
So wrap thrice, then once.
Let's both do it
but
at the same
second
time.
one lit up after the first one.
Correct.
Oh,
But when you touched it, it went dim.
It's
I have to
am
do
not
it.
the key to this.
I have to do it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to run between.
I
them.
re-hug the first one.
You wrap your arms around this giant stone
And
pillar.
I prepare.
You feel something in your family nature channel through you. Again, it lights up. You see the right side pillar lights up briefly.
And then I jump over to
Markov
it.
jumps out.
Yeah.
You step out of the way. As you reach to that pillar, you wrap your arms. The vibrations of your family love, the hints, the family.
Yes.
This is love.
Wow.
As you wrap your arms
No
around
wonder
it.
Markov has
Couldn't have made good sense out of it.
Yeah.
You then, you see the pillar glows, illuminates, and then
Alcott cries.
We figured it out.
That's not ominous.
and
Does
the
that
chain.
lower?
Yeah,
No way.
It does. I've got it hooked. No, I've got it hooked on this side. I got to unhook it.
You came on.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
there we
hooked
go.
on
Your spool
phonics.
came.
Yeah, it's hooked on phonics.
Yeah.
Does it not fit?
No, it does. It'll pull. Just pull that over. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Okay.
I love that.
As it opens up, you see the magma glows more brightly. Actually, if you can pull all that back, that'd be more helpful.
Yeah.
And then we'll get that there.
Yeah.
The magma glows more brightly. The drawbridge falls, and you briefly hear the voice of your father.
Son, please save me. It is so dark. The flames, they torment me.
Great.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
I'll put my
love that for you.
hand on your shoulder and just be like, this more so than any of your magic might gives me much more confidence.
Oh,
in
I
you,
don't like
Alcott."
looking at that, John.
It's just a hell demon thing.
Just to help.
So,
So,
oh, there he is.
Oh.
Maybe I can intimidate this thing.
Oh, do they like touch?
yeah, hang on. The something came unplugged here. Let me find.
This is fun,
that.
guys. Just wait, because the camera's over here. Just wait until it gets this set up.
Yeah,
You
you'll
guys are
see it in
gonna
a
like
moment.
this.
That guy connects to that guy. Hang on 1 second. Let's
Hey.
go back to our full screen.
Say what you want, John. We figure that out.
We solved your puzzle.
You did.
Took us way too long.
Well, again, I think there's something to be said about being over analytical. Perhaps the wisdom of 8 Cade would have been like, just hug the pillar. Why are you overthinking it?
That was definitely blue. Are they like daisy chains?
Yes, and then this. Oh, this one. Yeah, this one goes into this
Yeah, I
one.
can
That's
see
it
that.
right there.
Yep.
That's-
Oh, they actually.
Yeah,
plug
they
it
connect. Yeah.
This way. So.
Got it. Can you see it better from your angle?
And let us know if you need.
go.
Yeah, let us know if you need us to move it all too.
No,
that's
it
cool.
should work out fine. Put that all back.
Oh, that's so cool.
Well, the book is quite a fun place to be, huh?
Never been in a cooler hell.
Well, we did figure it out.
You did figure it out.
Although, who wrote it in common? That's a question that I have. Is who wrote that?
So many questions. I love
okay.
that.
First, we have to deal with this thing.
Because that's a little bit more interesting to me than getting the door open, because that means somebody came here and figured this out before us. And then left cryptic clues instead of just saying, hug the pillar 3 times for 3 seconds, and the other one this person is not good at instruction writing.
As you look inside, you see the most hellish landscape you could possibly have imagined. Lava boils up. You hear the wails and screaming of the dead. You see your father, Alcott, chained between 2, and let me pull this up here for the viewers to see as well. But ultimately,
This is where his soul resides now. Is it a flesh and blood dad, or is it a ghostly apparition?
it looks like a ghostly apparition. His soul is chained
Good. That was the kind of
between these pillars. Yeah, so, and pull this one up too.
And-
2
and-
cams.
I don't mean to. Maybe my priorities are a little wrong, but there also seems to be
Sort of
like a giant monster.
Like a hell demon.
Yeah.
We're getting there. Yeah, your priorities are not wrong.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, you found it.
as the gate falls, and you hug the second pillar, it falls down. The smell of sulfur and the utter horror of a hellscape floods you. The lava here is all around. You see a small pathway that leads. There's kind of a hop skip here to this area, and there's a massive demon that stands with a flaming sword in front of you. You can hear the wailing of your father in the back of the room. Oh, God! Oh, God! I will repent! I repent! Please save me from this horrible place! I cannot be here anymore! Please! Oh, God, please! I know I've deceived you! I've been wrong! But please save me, please!
Darn. I don't have the repentance spell. Which is a
Sorry,
thing.
bud.
Yeah.
You haven't legally repented yet.
Yeah. So you described this all and like fantastic. I am also just curious. You mentioned an imp, and that hasn't left my mind. And I know that if you don't keep your eyes on an imp, they'll get into your hair, literally.
Literally, sometimes, yeah.
I'm going to like an eagle looking for a rat.
You cast your glance around. You see the imp vanish behind the body of this giant demon,
So it's hiding
which
behind
stands
that.
with its flaming blade, and I will pull it up on the screen here for you to see. It is made of fire. It is made of fury. It is all things utterly lacking in glory.
But it's not. It
And it-
sees us, right?
Oh yeah, but it
it's
just
very clearly.
stands there. It does
Okay.
not move.
So,
Does that look like an opening out of this room?
No, I had a
there's
wall
wall
there.
around.
Yeah, so yeah, everything's enclosed. So here, coming back to the room. So you are walking in through 2 cams. Let's go there. You're walking in across this gate, and back that up. Just let the gate come down.
Back that up.
Easier, yeah. Back it up. There you go. All right. Who goes first?
I mean, you have a melee weapon.
yeah, I'm sure a quarterstaff will really help us. in this situation.
quarterstaff.
I don't know, bud. Like,
You walk across the gate.
It's what, like you're a foot behind me. Sure.
In this
yeah, I'll be
hellscape.
right behind you. We'll be next to each other.
Yeah, we're gonna
Shoulder
walk
to
as
shoulder.
equals now. When you're walking through,
You know, when you hug a pole next to a guy,
don't need you to continue that.
Thank you so much, Raiders. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I'm sorry I'm so enraptured with this game right now. I'm not engaging with the chat like I normally do. But please, thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you for all the subs and followers and all the bits and biddies, because they're going to need it. You step into this hellscape, and the demon, it is completely silent other than a guttural breathing.
I'd like to make a monster knowledge roll, recognizing that I
go ahead.
may not know what the
No,
heck
I'm going to let you make this roll.
And I'll even do Know Thy Enemy as well, to give me an additional +10, so it'll be a +22, I think.
Just a casual.
So just don't roll a 1.
Yeah,
Thank
just
you,
don't roll
everyone.
and I even recognize that, hey, I might not know exactly what this thing is, but I'll at least know maybe its hierarchy and the
potential strengths and weaknesses.
3 + 22? So 25.
You rolled a 3, but still, that play. You know this creature.
Yeah.
This is a denizen of the abyss, a Baelor. Powerful, in fact, a Baelor lord. Beyond the normal power of a Baelor, this creature possesses the incredible strength of the abyss.
And remind me, if this is something I would know, in D&D, the abyss and the 9 hells are different. Is that
different but similar? Yes. Yeah. Exactly. So the abyss is. Yeah, it's part of the hells.
More chaotic, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
That's all I really need to know.
So the hells, devils are lawful.
And these
demons
are chaotic.
Yep. Exactly.
Yep. So, because I do not. That creates an element of chaos. You can make a deal with the devil. I wouldn't.
True.
I'm just going to say
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Mike.
To be a Baelor lord, a lord of the abyss. If it chose to strike us down, I'm sure it could.
Oh God, please! Oh God, my time runs out. Son, I had no idea. I was condemned to this place. I know you've seen visages and mirages and utter failures of but I am real and I am suffering in this place. Please!
I would like to sense motive to determine if he was tricked into doing what he did.
Actually, I'm going to roll. What's your sense motive bonus?
It is +10.
+10. Nice.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, what do you got, like +25?
Yep.
Yeah.
You are certain this is the tormented soul of your father.
Yes. What did you roll?
There you go. You don't know. You'll never know.
You'll never know.
I will speak in Abyssal, because it's one of the languages I took. Unless you say that that's totally unrealistic.
Yeah,
then I'll speak in Abyssal.
Wait, I might.
And I imagine guttural clicking that also is said. These
not so much clicking, guttural for certain. Like
French.
I have a.
No,
not French. No, that's horrible.
No.
You're right,
So it's not clicking. I have a place for clicking.
Yeah.
It is not here.
Yeah.
It's guttural, entrenched, like it flows from a place of evil and power, as though it comes up from the bowels. Much more.
Yeah. Now, it almost sounds like subtract the evil and all that stuff. Mongolian throat singing in that case.
So actually, I'll do a voice. You must come in here and deal with all I have for you, because I am using a voice which is consistent with a modern movie, one that was seen even in the last few weeks and is a favorite of mine. Baron Vladimir Harkonnen in Doom.
Nice.
That's right.
Nice.
Yeah.
My one anachronism.
The trouble is, like, it's only bass coming out of your throat. So
I know,
it's hard
exactly.
to hear it.
So
the microphone gets it, not you guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'll speak to it in Abyssal. This is not a thing that you because tongues will just, I think, babble fish it over.
No, I don't even have that spell. So.
Yeah. So Well, you can see us, obviously, Lord of the Abyss.
The demon sort of floats up to
Yeah.
the top step, closer to you now.
What fate do you have in store? Obviously, something has brought us here.
I have your fate in store, your death, your souls. This one is mine.
He points back to Alcott's father.
One step off the bridge, and your fate is sealed.
You mean to strike us down, is what you say.
No, I don't mean to strike you down. I will strike you down.
Markov, what is he saying?
Oh yeah, that's right. You don't know.
It's all in Abyssal.
Yeah, you hear something you do not recognize from Markov, a language that he seems to be. Despite, I think that's an interesting thing. Is despite all of his talks of purity and everything, and that ringing.
Yeah.
That he is very clearly directly communicating with this Baelor Lord, right?
Yeah.
So however you, Alcott, react to that, if we leave the drawbridge, he will kill us. The only thing that is keeping him here is probably being bound to your father's soul, and the bridge is some threshold. You will die if you step off. I am with full certainty that just the two of us combating a Baelor Lord in its home plane of the Abyss will not go well.
How are we supposed to get out of here? Perhaps it knows. Markov, my father has been judged.
Does it seem to be listening to him?
Oh yes, it's like you see the eyes
Yeah.
of this demon lord are watching you both.
Yeah.
It's listening. It hears. It sees every motion.
Yeah. I imagine you understand him.
You say in Abyssal?
Yeah.
I also understand you.
Do you relay it to me that he understands me?
I'll say, just keep in mind that whatever you say, an entity as strong as this is going to understand what you're saying.
Yes.
If you seek to return your father from whatever suffering that he's gotten himself into, then you will not return, and your soul will likely be stuck here.
I sort of step forward a bit, not off of the drawbridge, and I will say, "O great demon lord, we find ourselves in your realm. My father has been judged and sent here. I find myself solid in the belief that this is where he will remain. No matter how much I dislike that, I do not wish to overcome what you have set in place. I simply wish to leave with my life, to be judged and sent here if it's seen fit."
Oh, the ghost is not happy about that one.
You hear the ghost of your ancestor. No! Alcott, no!
It has been done. He made his choice, did what he did.
No! You will die! You will die!
You are already dead.
I'm looking. So is the ghost? Is it just a disembodied voice that we're hearing? Does the demon, I imagine, is just standing
there, like just watching.
Yes.
Actually, it is sort of slowly moving forward as this happens.
Ah, wonderful.
And I will look back to the voice and say what I said, and then continue looking forward to this Baelor, sort of hands aside. We only wish to leave. It was by mistake that we made our way here.
As he approaches, I'm just gonna step back a few steps. I'm not gonna listen. I don't need to stand toe to toe with this thing to be a big man. God, I hate it.
Just breathe right in my face and scream.
It steps forward. It screams.
But not over the threshold to the bridge, right?
No, not over. It gets right to the threshold of the bridge, but then you hear the snap of the chains, and a
Of?
you look over your shoulder. You see utter blackness here behind the portal, and the demon laughs.
Markov, I don't think it can be reasoned with.
No, of course not. No servant of the abyss knows reason. They know only carnage. I imagine to that he probably smiles or something.
Well, I mean, it's hard to make out a smile
Yeah,
on that visage, but
thing,
yeah.
He looks pretty pleased.
Mirthful, yes.
Yeah. Oh, please, yes, carnage. And I imagine just like a dog at a gate that's just like ravenous. It's just like right up against.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's tough. Cause we'll die, is what's going to happen. You don't fight this thing, not at the level that we're at. Cause something like this is inhumanly tough.
I want to say level. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Inhumanly. Should I not have said level?
Yeah. I mean,
Is that something
Yeah.
that Markov is confident in the fact of, that we will die, period, fighting this?
no. I mean, Markov can assume whatever level of I'm just saying, like, avoid terms like level and hit points and stuff like that.
So
Potentially with his monster knowledge.
at the
roll, though.
level of experience that we're at and our own humanity, we're not immortal. I feel confident, and maybe John can, with my role, corroborate or rebuke what I'm saying. But this thing would almost assuredly kill us, I think, very quickly. Do you feel like that's fair, given the role I got?
Well, I mean, you felled an Elder Kraken.
Yeah, to be
You
fair, we had 2 other
felled
people
an
with
Arch
us.
Lich.
Yeah.
But you are only the 2 of you now, so
Yeah.
you're uncertain.
He's
Yeah.
not on full HP. I'm made of paper.
I am on, I don't say those things. I am
Hey,
very
Ian.
beat up. Unless you have some pretty wicked spells that will somehow screw with this thing beyond just damage.
Unfortunately, I find myself out of mythic power for the day.
I'm not, thankfully. But a quarterstaff doth not do much. Because again, I feel like this could be a situation. This whole thing has like a puzzle vibe, and there is a solution to this. I feel confident in and out of character that is not fight the Baylord. I think potentially, again, this is a wacky theory, that the imp has some level of like importance in this encounter.
We don't see it anymore, do we?
It's behind it.
Oh, shoot. You know what happens when you kill demons?
They become imps.
No, they go back.
Is this a good conversation you guys are just having here in the face of this demon?
Sorry.
Yeah. No, but yeah. So because the imp can't be seen behind this thing. Similar to what I did before, I wanted to see illusory, to see if this is some kind of illusion, because I know, or at least again, rebuke me if I'm wrong. Imps have ability to play with the eyes, create illusions.
They do.
That kind of
No,
stuff.
you're not wrong about that. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah. A 1 on a wisdom. On a wisdom, that's good.
Oh, that's
If
actually really good.
If
Sorry.
it's below, unless he's doing it as perception, then that's awful. So, did I see through the man behind the curtain?
As you peer,
Yeah.
that blackened gate
Yeah.
behind you, as it raises, the demon leaps forward. Initiative.
But we could potentially. But I still see the gate.
Which gate?
The black gate.
Yeah, it's all
I
behind
still
you.
see it.
Yeah.
He-
but-
For him, it has raised.
No. For both of you, it's raised. You saw the gate. No, the gate did not raise. A blackened.
Oh, you're saying
right.
We're trapped in here.
You saw something raised behind. Well, I mean, I'm not telling you what you are. I'm just telling you what you saw.
Yeah. And when you said raised, do you mean like it's now a black wall?
Right, where you walk through.
Yeah. And that, you said that in response to me rolling a 1 on a wisdom check.
No, it was already happening.
Okay.
So I repeated it with your 1 on the check. I already said that gate was raised.
But the wisdom check, you're saying, gave him nothing.
Correct.
He learned nothing.
Correct.
Right.
Except he saw the demon move forward to strike.
Which is, all right. Then who's rolling initiative? Me or you?
I should, because I have a higher initiative. Again,
Just don't fail it.
I'm not.
I have a 5 on the die.
You got it.
5 plus 1, a 5.
We have a 5.
Total?
Yeah.
All right. I have a 2.
A 6 total.
All right, you have initiative.
First is huge.
Bad, no good, very bad day. Very
Alcott's
bad.
no good, very bad day.
Because we're going to get destroyed if this is a bona fide demon, but it is speaking against its own rules. Then again, demons don't play by rules. Again, I'm questioning everything you're telling me here, because this whole thing reeks of puzzle dungeon. I don't think even though you're fair in what you give to people, I don't think you necessarily give them a dungeon that's designed to murder someone outright.
but you guys took forever to figure this gate out. So.
Yeah, so you're like, I don't know about this one.
All right. Can I? This thing is right up in freaking front of us.
Yeah, it looms. You can feel the heat like a furnace blasting off of it. The whip cracks.
Would you like to? No, I can't.
I did mention to you before that the imp might have something to do with this.
I am going to quicken a spell.
Okay.
Can that go before Markov goes?
No, spells would always be after a melee.
Even if it's a swift action?
Oh, no, that's fair. Yeah. Okay.
Then I grab Markov's shirt collar and wrap my cloak around him, and we dimension door zoinks over to here.
The moment you try that, you
I know.
feel a forbiddance of planar nature slam
forbiddance.
down on you. And your alignment differential is, you are what alignment?
Does forbiddance
Neutral.
apply
No,
when
you're
you would
good.
try and teleport inside of an already forbidden area, or when you enter?
No. Well, so anything inside that area, teleport or dimension door cannot be used.
I know, but what I'm saying is because forbidden deals damage, which is what you're about to roll, I assume.
Well, so I'm saying, like, technically it should have hit when you walked in. I'm making it trigger when you cast a spell.
Right.
So it's like you could have already had it. I'm using it here now but one of you had.
But we do get to make a save against it.
Right. And
He's
one of
not
you had
detected by alignment
Right,
stuff.
exactly. Your alignment neutral, right.
Yep.
So nothing hits you.
Oh, thank I own
And
it.
then you make your saving throw.
What kind of saving throw is it? It's not 5.
And by the way, don't just think I've made this up. Like, Forbiddance is rife through the
I believe
Runelords
it.
stuff.
I
It
believe
is
it.
used heavily.
It is a dungeon.
No, it's a hell.
It is
It's
hell.
a planar.
So the only other thoughts I have is, again, maybe that blackness could just be an illusion.
Hi, John.
And I do think the imp
Kim.
has something. Yeah, we could both die. Who knows? Or we could just get booted out of the book. I don't know. Who knows? Or die.
Wait, this thing is evil?
It is
Yeah,
evil.
it is
I think
evil.
I'm good. I'm neutral good, so I only have 1 differential.
One differential.
So
Okay.
it's only 66.
Right.
But I'm making my will
66?
save.
Only
yeah.
66.
Yeah.
Whoops. Wrong one.
I have a 25 on my will save. It's got to have a pretty high ability to. That it would have to have a crazy DC for me to not be able to beat it with a 25.
Best of luck with that steak, bud.
You take 21 points of damage.
Is that half of it, or did I?
That's half.
Wow,
Good for
okay.
you. And then you can cast a non-quicken spell, should you
Yeah.
want
So
to.
so that
Because
entirely
it's-
failed.
It's not 66, by the way. It's
Probably more in this place.
All right, take your turn. Do your
Okay.
thing.
So
the creature stumbles forward, pulls out a huge blade and looms over you.
Yes.
Your attack.
Looming. In the system, it's an attack of opportunity to leave unless you take a 5-step, but you can
Correct.
move around a creature and not take, like, it staying with
Depending on size.
Yeah. Because what I think I might like to do is jump off the drawbridge, staying around this creature, and get to where I can see the imp behind.
All right, so you're going to try to run and leap off this. This is heavily magma covered. There are bits of rock here.
Oh, that's going to result in me.
They're much more solid rock here, but no, you can try. You can try. I'm not telling you. So this will be a difficult check.
Yeah, I believe that, and I don't really have the gosh, what's the word?
Dexterity?
Dexterity.
No, I've got
reflex.
dexterity. I just don't have a whole lot of room for margin of error is the best way to describe that. And I'm not good at acrobatics, so we're gonna not do that. We're not gonna jump.
Not gonna do that. I mean, you could safely walk around to the left.
Oh, is
But that'll get out of its range.
That will. It would get. I could 5-step. Is it tall enough to go through, like, under its legs?
Could you go under its legs? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
That's kind of a Cade move, but yeah, you could.
No. Listen. At this point in time, we're gonna.
Doesn't matter who he is.
We're gonna have to do. I'll shout. Maybe I won't shout. I'll like as soon as this goes, I'll throw from my bag an empty flask vial that I have and chuck it with a lot of strength towards that black inkiness towards the back, just as a test to see what happens.
Okay.
I probably won't even know
It's
what
all
happens.
simultaneous action, yeah. So you're
I'll
gonna do that. All right.
And then I will I'll attempt to go underneath the creature, getting the first move as it's looming over, scuttle underneath it with the quarterstaff, looking for the imp behind him, and just shouting, Iomede's sword is here and ready to fight at the gates of hell.
Make a reflex check, please.
Yeah,
as you try to dive between the legs, the sword comes down.
I will be using some of the things she gave me last time. The blessing of Iomede.
Right. Well, you have +1 on the blade now over, so it's +3 total.
+3 what?
Your sword is now
+3 to hit.
Well, he doesn't have his sword anymore.
Oh, right.
You
You
stole it from
So,
him.
but
I
reflex and
stole
stuff,
it from him.
I'm going to use. Can I use inspiration on these type of checks, or is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what? So
Inspiration
for like a reflex save or
yeah,
say
a
yeah.
reflex. Okay, then I'm going to commit an inspiration to it, and I'll also put an advantage. Thank you. And then I also have mythic surges because I am
To
not
be able
out
to add
of
an
them.
additional d6, yeah.
A 5, 10 plus some more because I am decently reflexed up. 18. So you let me know the outcome, and then I might be able to add even more to it. That's a poor. At least I got double.
Yeah.
As you run, you see the creature's whip snap around. Its focus is on Alcott, but this giant flaming blade, which you see here, as you dive under, I've rolled a nat 20.
Then there's no getting around that. There's no bonus to that I can add.
And now it is time for confirmation.
Which will fail. It's probably got a crazy modifier.
Nah, yeah, it's going to confirm it very likely. This is the only option I could consider. If I die in hell fighting demons, there's much worse ways to go in terms of serving a god. I made the prayer. No fate. No fate. No fate.
As you leap forward, you hear the burning, the cry of Alcott. You
You rolled a 0?
It's a 90, it looks like. Yeah, nothing good.
98.
All right. Not good.
No, he's probably dead. But Or again, ejected from the world of the book.
Yeah, we'll see.
Wasn't a whole lot of options. But you know, if the tonic goes, or the glass vial goes through the,
Then I can escape.
then you can escape
We shall see.
if you live. I told you if we fought this thing, we'd die. But we didn't really get an option because it attacked us.
Yep. It sort of went ahead and did it. Tried
Broke
to
its
reason.
rules.
Tried to be peaceful.
Markov,
Mm-hmm.
as you try to slide through the creature's legs, a massive blade slams down. It strikes the bridge of your nose. It splits your head like an apple. You are dead before you touch the ground.
That's good.
Your arms and legs continue twitching randomly for 2 more turns. You see this happen as Markov slides dead to the ground.
Markov! And then I'll take my hands on opposite shoulders and say Speculum Effigia and cast Mirror Image to try and give myself some sort of defense. I maxed it out. 8 Alcots appear next to me.
That's good.
There's
for you.
9 Alcots total.
Initiative.
Just
me,
you, buddy.
isn't it?
Son, please save me, son! Your father's voice cries out. 5 on the die.
I rolled a 5. John.
Hey.
1 on
I
the
rolled a
die.
6.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Son,
golly,
save
Molly.
me.
Hey,
So-
what happened to that bottle that he threw?
Oh, so it shattered
Yep.
against the blackness. So you are
Fluid
stuck.
drains down.
Definitely.
You are. Hey.
Very, very stuck.
You might be joining me soon.
Wherever you are.
Well, my soul doesn't come out and join. Maybe not in the abyss.
Yeah, it's stuck here forever, huh?
It's stuck with Iomade in her holy embrace.
Amade hears you.
Hey, Iomade's always with me,
Always.
even in darkness.
Alcott will, in a fit of anger, in a last-ditch attempt to do something to this thing, will drop a lodestone into one palm, and from the other, he will blow some dust out of it towards his finger, and he will say, Restuto ad fraxinus, and cast a maximized disintegrate.
Oh, very nice.
Maybe the secret was we just had to give the demon a hug too.
Should I try that?
No. No, I wouldn't. I wasn't convinced that this demon was real.
Well, we're about to see, ain't we?
Well, I mean,
you definitely split your head open, huh?
Yeah.
I cast the spell. Does this thing have spell resistance?
It does.
I have advantage on my check to
All right,
overcome
make
it.
your check. It's got a spell resistance of 25.
25. I add 13, so I need a 12 on either of the dice. I fail.
You have no more mythic searches, right? Ah. Sorry, bud. At least we're here together at the end.
You feel your spell dissipate. The creature looms forward. It grabs you by the neck. It holds a blade to your face, and you hear your father's voice again. Son, I know there was deceit before. It was not my choice. I was not there in the fields. I was not there in your pain. But I am here now, and I will suffer torment in this place forever.
Looks like I'll be joining you, Father.
Choose. The demon holds the blade right to your eyes.
Choose what?
Choose.
A glance toward Markov's corpse.
I
A
catch.
glance toward your father's tortured soul.
You are a being of chaos and death. Why give me this choice? What word do I have to sit upon?
Even in this place there are rules. I obey them. You let his soul go. I let his soul go.
Alcott will reach down to the normally metal crest that sits on his chest and not find it there, and sort of pat that empty area, glance toward his father and say,
Son, I know I've been wrong. I've failed. But this place is eternal torment. I can't suffer here for all eternity. This is more than death. This is the death of the soul for all eternity. Please, please, son, please.
tears streaming down Alcott's face, he'll look in the Baylor's eyes and say, he made his choice. I will make mine. Save him. And I look at Markov. My father was judged.
Had you shown mercy to your family, all would have been saved. Hug once and thrice and not anon. All is based on the vibrations of love and family.
You do not understand.
It shoves the blade right through your skull. Alcott drops to the floor. Dead.
Hi, John.
This is what the afterlife is like. This is purgatory. It's just quiet. You just have to. We just have to live with what's going on, or don't. In that case.
You both awaken on the floor. The tome lies next to you. Markov shudders. The screams of your father reverberate in your ears. And you know you have condemned his soul to eternity.
Mm.
I will roll over and hug Markov tightly.
The hat was pushed off when I checked for like. Come on, bring it in. Bring it in. We survived a lot today.
The Baylor told me I chose poorly, Markov. I chose to save you. It gave me the choice.
Son, the torment of fire.
You still hear it in your ears.
Is the book like clasped shut again?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I want to go back in there. But, I know what not mercy you speak of. Nothing, if that was. Was that some horrid dream? Was that something to torment us?
I told you, my nightmares.
But was it real? Were we there? And again, there's no...
Markov, I've got to be honest, I don't care to know.
And you do sense there was, I mean, it's hard to know. This was more than a dream, though.
Yeah,
there was something about this that was... there was a choice made.
It was not.
If I could stand there and I would see my father in the flames too, as I'm sure he is, I would have made the same decision you would.
If that was real, then you might not be standing here. My father made his choice. Abadar judged him. Who would I be if I went back on that?
I know not. What kind of place is the Abyss to teach lessons of love?
Deals with demons. A cruel trick.
The faint twinge of the blade splitting your skull still.
Yeah, because we both got.
Yeah. So you
murdered.
You
Through the skull with a sword.
feel and so many things, but you still feel that.
I show no pity for fathers who have done their family wrong, condemned them. You will not hear chastisement from me for what you've done, but you will have to live with it. The blood will never run from your hands. It will never leave you. You will see this again.
Seem to be speaking from a place of
the night. I killed my father. I know what I speak of. I cannot return home. I can never return home. I've made my choice. I'm a kinslayer, a sinner. There is no going back. You may not have struck him, but you did condemn him. I have been there. You and I are practically brothers now.
Markov, unlike my father, you have worked your entire life to change that.
For payment for what I've done.
Yes.
For the sin that's on my hands.
And look
I rip my gloves off and wring from the pads of my hands, and you can see you've never seen him with his gloves off like this, where you can see calluses on his hands, where he's like got an
Alcott will
obsessive.
just grab your wrists.
Yeah.
Stop.
It's like an obsessive sort of rubbing he's done.
Yeah.
On the calluses of his hands.
And you've seen me as a player do kind of like.
Yeah, I've seen that a couple of times.
We have.
Yeah.
I'll grab your wrists and pull them apart. Stop.
There you go. There you are.
Stop. You're better than this. Look at what we have done. Look at what you have done.
I guess, yes. It's best not to dwell. Put your mind to other tasks. Fight evil. Win. Or die.
Markov, perhaps we are both damned, but we will go down doing as much good as we can before then.
Let's hope. Let's hope that I'm judged well. Ione has given me boons, but maybe it's just an act of mercy to try and get me to do the right thing. Do I act in her will, or do I act in my own? Do I let pride beat me? When I came to you, I came to save the earth. What authority do I, as a mere mortal, have to save the earth?
I ask myself that every single day. And yet, for some unknown reason, the gods keep pushing us toward the task.
We are instruments in their hand. That's what I tell myself. I don't know why they would choose such a bloody scalpel like me upon the mercy that you all have shown time and again. I have become a weapon. That's what I am.
You are more than a weapon, Markov.
My father, he was an executioner, runs in the family. Violence, authority, slaying. That's all it is. That's all I am. That's what's in the blood.
If all that runs in our family is anything, then I should be in there with my father. Or dead on the slates, burned with my family. We grow beyond what they were.
You are a testament to this. You've rebuked evil. You've looked at it and said no.
You are too. And you are my friend.
Oh, yes, Alcott did get another kiss.
I can't do it. I can't do it alone. I cannot cast my burdens only upon my God. They have given me everything and brought me to you, and I can no longer do this alone. I cannot push those away from me in order to protect them. Obviously, that hasn't worked. It hasn't. It can't. It won't. And this was nothing but pride, thinking that I could work against the Thessalonians in their book. But yet I try again, and what, to put you in danger?
No, Markov. This was a trap. Pure and simple.
Fool me
As
once.
For you, as you say that, you feel a resonance in your soul. It was not a trap. It was an opportunity. Your father's soul is tortured for eternity. This was a glimpse through the Tome of Terror. But you made a choice, and no one can condemn that choice that you made. But you will live for that for the remainder of your days, knowing that your father's soul, condemned by generations of curse, is now tortured for all eternity.
Yes, Avadar. Charity hardens the heart.
So it is judged.
Yeah.
Let us go get some rest.
If we can find it.
I may not tonight.
I'd throw the silk wrapping over the book, just that way it can't be seen. The bed that Markov's staying in is in this room, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He's gonna walk out of the room. He's just gonna sit. He's gonna sit in the pews, while, like, I imagine you're making out, right? Like, well, that's
I'll
maybe if
sit
Irda
there
was
for
here,
a
but-
bit, just sort of holding myself.
Oh, next to me on
contemplating.
the pew.
Yeah, I think eventually I'll walk out. And
You see Markov just staying there even when you get up.
faith is difficult. I am told my God is a judge. And yet I feel like I have done the judging.
Echoing in your mind.
Enjoy your rest. And Alcott will leave the church, going for one of the rooms in the inn.
Markov will be in the temple, hat on his knee, sweating, hair like wet, almost ragged across his face as he just leans forward, hands in supplication, and kind of just shivering.
And as you do, you feel Iomede's gentle touch again. She is pleased with you. No obvious boon, just gentle repose for your heart. Even as you hear your friend Alcott stagger off, you can feel his pain. You don't hear the voices that he hears, but you can see how he's impacted by whatever's happening in his mind. And as he staggers down the hallway, Iomede's gentle touch gives you peace, but little respite for your friend.
And with that, Markov will stand up and silently walk towards Alcott. I imagine the camera can fade to black because he doesn't stay in the temple. He actually goes to join Alcott.
Oh, sweet.
And that's where we'll stop tonight. Thank you, everyone. Good time. Thank you so much, players. Hey, 2 players. Fun. We sat in the good viewership. Thank you, everyone, for all the support and the
Genuinely
channel.
worried for a bit there.
Renreb gave something. Renreb gave 5,000, I believe it was, for you, Markov.
That's
Which again was translated directly into the rest. Yeah, like so. We'll carry some of that over for next time, but also had to do with the outcome of today's session. So well done. I hope everybody enjoyed the game today. I had fun. I don't know. To me, it was just fun.
I like a little puzzle dungeon.
Yeah,
it
was. And
the frustration was genuinely enjoyable.
It was like
I really
it was
enjoyed
like I thought I had like better clues, but you guys were like,
no, your clues were good. I think it's a classic case of overanalyzing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the puzzle right in front of you. You just got to step back and just unfocus your eyes, right? It's one of those seeing eye puzzles or whatever.
Exactly. So pull this cam up here. So as
John making my character be
they
dynamic
struggled
and
to get through this gate. And this is part of the Dwarven Forge. Now my gaming board's all jacked up, but this Dwarven Forge model
Glorious
is so
stuff.
cool.
Where did you get these light boards? These
So that's
cool.
also part of Dwarven Forge.
That's a Dwarven Forge
Yeah,
thing.
it is. It's all Dwarven Forge product, and so you turn that on.
Ooh, you can adjust the
and
brightness.
yeah, you can adjust the brightness. So let's go here. So, and what I like, so these don't turn up too well on the cameras because they get too
have to get
bright,
them pretty-
but these look fantastic. So
the
because
light
it comes
does shine
through
it.
exactly.
And this fire looks so cool with it
The
too.
fire, yeah, that's actually an extra. That's a WizKids thing there. And there's your father suffering in eternal torment now.
Oh, well, he can get over it. He did what he did.
He can get over it. All right, so we only have 2 opportunities for Stream MVP, and our giveaway tonight is...
It's okay.
And-
If you guys in chat tie the vote,
Yeah.
Then we both get it.
we both get it. No question.
Or you just give it to the DM and then no one gets it. Treasures of
Hope the
Greyhawk.
DM levels up.
This is a great book. I can give this away because I got another one this week from Canadian Ancient Gamer. Thank you, Patrick, who was on earlier.
You're going to have to set that poll up yourself, or we could get someone else who's a mod in the chat to do the poll. Just
I
by
can
the
do
way,
it.
because Evelyn
Well,
normally does that.
So
I was sitting
believe
on that
it's-
bomb for a while.
It should be /poll or something.
Yeah, exactly. /poll.
On the bomb of telling us that you killed your father. That was a cool moment.
He done
Do you
did
want
it.
us to begin saying why we should be?
Hang
streaming
on, let me
MVP?
see if I can get this.
What did you get? Because the last time we were in a dungeon, we were fighting Ixen. I went into the mind place or whatever, dreamlike state, and described what had happened in that home and everything.
Yeah.
What did you assume was that? Like, what did you take away from that vision
I
particularly?
mean, your father was an abusive guy who sucked, and you, from how you described it, you pushed him, and he just happened to die.
All right, the poll's already up, so I did that too
Was that
quickly, but we can get there. All right, so
intentional or not?
why should you be Stream MVP? Markov.
Oh, you
Yes.
pointed right at me.
Sorry.
Maybe a gesture of goodwill. I mean, I think Thomas did an excellent. This is a gruesome twosome as well. Advocating for Markov, we saw some discernment with the puzzle. I don't say Markov solved it. I think we both did.
You did.
But his place in it and trying to focus on
When
the
you
facts.
said the future, that
Yeah.
lent me back to, because I know I've
Yeah.
heard this riddle before. Always
Yeah.
comes but never
Arrives.
arrives. And when you
So,
said the
and when I
future-
kept saying context, what was the hint I was trying to give? What was the context?
I mean, just in general, we were in a spot related to my family.
Yeah, familial context. So
Yeah.
in a family, to wrap is to wrap one's
Yeah,
arms
gotta
around the
hug.
hug.
So we got that. So that puzzle there. We saw some fun use of monster lore to identify the intimidating presence of this, and while in the abyss or the dream or whatever, we saw Markov basically say, if I die, I die.
Yeah.
This is how a servant of
did.
Iomade goes out. And then out of that, just getting to release the bomb that I had made when I first made the character and was saving and even giving clues and things like
Yes.
that.
Which was unfortunate because, again, this was a combination of illusory and reality, dream world, and I'll even let you keep that. That could have been part of the illusion, so
Yeah, could have.
I don't want you to be
We'll always
bereft
be
of
wondering.
that.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, being able to drop that bomb of Markov at least feeling and in his heart feeling
I
that
killed my father.
I killed my dad. I'm
Of course,
a
I have
kinslayer.
no context for whether that was intentional.
I love that, by the way. That was
Yeah.
one of my favorite parts of the game today. Like when you connected with him and said what you had done with your father. That was
Yeah, I mean, I basically in
Incredible.
Markov's heart, he saw Alcott make the decision that Markov made, and knows what it does to somebody. You can't judge him because he is sinned in the same way, but just the immediate connection of that, you're just cutting the familial tie, and the way that influences his faith, and why is he so Puritan? Why is he so obstinate when it comes to that? It's because it feels like that's his only chance to be saved. That's the only way, right? So whether that's true or not, all of that's Markov's perception. So yeah, I think that was fun. That was
very
a
fun.
big bomb, and
he hugged Alcott.
It was so. I love that. Yeah, because the chat was already saying Alcott was going to get another hug.
Yeah.
And then, or a kiss rather, and he did.
harrowing indeed. So yeah, there you go. There's the ad. There's the speech.
I think the MVP poll ended before I got to tell
did,
anyone why
it
I wanted.
did.
Who won it?
Markov.
Oh, yeah.
Markov won MVP.
But-
still time in the chat. Exclamation point,
I still
Greyhawk.
wanna hear it.
Yeah, you can get the
Alcott,
credit. We want to hear why you should have been.
I think obviously Markov should have won it because we got to see some awesome stuff from Markov and some dynamicism to a character that has been so rock solid throughout this campaign, which is so cool. But, you know, Alcott staying solid in the belief that his father made the choices that he made, was judged and has been judged. And that was not Alcott's...
By fair adjudicators. Really?
Yes.
I'm not sure. Interesting.
If Abadar judged him, that is the fairest adjudicator Alcott knows. And that is not his place to make that choice. Status quo.
If Abadar judged him.
Yeah,
if
that was a
Abadar judged
big if, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that is the assumption that Alcott is running on. And that is probably what he will hold in his heart for the rest of his days.
But it almost seemed like the end of the Alcott family arc, because that was your chance to basically speak to your dad.
Yep, put the nail in the coffin.
The soul
That
of
was
the
it.
fire.
That was it. So, yes, you saw the body. Now you saw the soul. You saw the ephemeral dream. This was the real soul.
Yep.
Abandoned to eternal torture.
Yep. By choices that he made, according to what I know, or at least what Alcott has learned so far, and that's a difficult choice. And like you said, can't really, it's a choice that was made.
To add on to that, it seems like that's consistent, right? Because you were given opportunities to basically pick up the evil torch.
Yeah.
And I think...
And raise my family from the dead and join Ixon.
Yeah, and so right now, Alcott's mind is on your choices make your character.
Yeah.
And
Alcott said it, we are what we grow beyond what they were. Like that is what makes us who we are.
I think it makes total sense. And again, there's some of. Sorry, I don't want to take.
No, you're totally good. Like Alcott was raised by what he, a loving father who cared for him and wanted to.
He was a good father
to
you. He really did.
And that's
your family was beloved and.
Imagine the context behind the choice he made.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that was.
So maybe more than you could know why he did what he did. It
was very interesting, and I like that opportunity was even given at all. Puzzle-wise, that was really fun.
Yeah, I like those. There was I think that was good. John didn't tap out. He didn't let us, because I know some DMs they'll put a timer on the puzzle, and it's like, all right, at 5 minutes.
The next thing you do is the solution period.
Yes, but John, he doesn't play by those rules.
No.
So yeah.
All right.
Great job.
So very good. Thank you. It was fun. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Chaosic. Thank you, Weaponized Eyes. Everyone, pop in there. Renreb, that 5,000. That was super helpful. That goes
Are we rolling
to
for
the player.
giveaway today?
Yeah. So you're gonna roll for. So there's still time. Exclamation point Greyhawk in the chat for this Treasures of Greyhawk.
What is in the Treasures
book.
of Greyhawk book?
It's a level 4 to 18 module.
Ooh, 4 to 18.
Yeah, it's a huge.
What's crazy to me is if you compare that to the length of a similar module in 5e, that is maybe like a fifth of the content length.
You just
and yet it'll put you through so many levels.
Don't talk to me about modules right now, because I got some stuff I'm working on that may just blow everyone's mind, but I can't talk about that today. Secrets and secrets. Lame fan. Oh, there's fan art. Okay, let me pull up the fan art.
Lame fan art. Is it the hug?
Yeah, it's Pat draws. It's never lame. All right, so you, Markov, who won Stream MVP, will be rolling for Chaosic. Let's go! A sub since February.
I don't. Oh.
He's hugging pillars.
Would you like to be alone?
All right, and then you, Thomas, will be rolling for Sinekin. Sinekin, are you still with us as well?
Huzzah, huzzah.
I think I just saw Sinekin a moment ago. Let us know you're still in here. Pat draws. I'm pulling up the fan art right now.
I have a thought.
I do be. You have a thought?
Sinekin is here. Yeah, he do be. And
Chaosic.
wait, hold on. Let me pull up the fan art first.
Pillar hugger.
I cannot comprehend a puzzle that must be solved through love.
Through love.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, there's so much fan art. All right, so what is
that?
Is this ours or is this
I don't know.
that's got to be from like Friday Night Crusades maybe?
Oops.
So let me
that
see
us
here.
too?
I mean, but that's today at 3:15.
Okay,
I like how
all
you
right.
also have a hat in this.
This one definitely is. All right, let me pull this one up.
Oh wait, that's from a different campaign. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah, I want to make
Markov's
sure
got a little thicker.
I have these consistent with the
I think
appropriate
the faces
campaign.
might be important. It might be a reference to
Yeah,
something
yeah.
that we're not getting.
Exactly. All right, and full screen here.
Pat draws. What's the reference that you're
Oh.
making in that fan art with both of us holding the book? We don't know.
That model there. Wow, very nice, Kalsic. All right, so here's the fan art from Pat Draws.
Love the runes that he drew.
He's just.
It's got hearts.
Now
Oh, there are
again,
hearts on there.
Now, again, to be clear, what I was trying to describe.
Yeah, they were up
perhaps
against the
did
wall.
poor- They were up against the wall. So
But-
that's why you could not wrap a chain
Yeah.
all the way around. These were pillars, sort of, imagine like pieces of wood,
Yeah.
like that. Like
Yeah, exactly.
So like there against the wall,
yeah. I got you.
you could hug it, but you could not wrap a chain around it. And that was all that was needed. Would you kids like to be alone? All right, go ahead and roll, sir. You are rolling for
Chaosic.
Chaosic, and
I have a Sinekin.
exactly.
All right, Chaosic, we got a 3.
Oh gosh, a 2 and a
That was
3
with
on the
advantage?
Yeah.
That's with
A
advantage.
2 and a 3?
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
repeat of the
All right,
demon.
Sinekin. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but it's pretty likely.
Let's see.
A 10 and a 3.
Sinekin,
Oh my God.
congratulations!
Hey.
You have won the Greyhawk Adventures,
Huzzah.
Treasures of the Greyhawk, and also congratulations to you for the stream MVP.
Thank you.
Huzzah.
And
4,000?
this week
2,500.
we have
50,000?
2,500.
Yeah.
Monster of the Week on Tuesday night.
With some cool stuff related to Forgotten Realms
Talk about
lore.
that. Tell people why this is not just
It's so fun.
irrelevant to my channel, because
You
I
guys
like
need to be
D&D
here
on my channel.
Tuesday, right? So we play in Galarian, which is a Pathfinder world, but John also plays in Greyhawk, which is sort of the OG. It's Gygax's baby. But there's other worlds that remain within the D&D canon. One of them is the Forgotten Realms, or Toril is the name of the planet. I had a concept at one point, looked at a map of Toril, and thought, that looks a lot similar to the way our world looks right now.
It does.
So what if some cataclysmic event caused the continents to slightly drift and bring things into the future of today? And I did this because I was a big fan of D&D, and then I wanted to look at some other systems and found Monster of the Week, and wanted to bring my friends into it and keep it kind of consistent with what we had played. So I made the Forgotten Realms brought into the future of the modern day with Monster of the Week. And so it, magic was torn asunder. The weave of magic was all but decimated, leaving only threads of magic left behind. And monsters and creatures still lived, but they remained hidden or were seen as myths, legends, things that obviously weren't true. If I told you I saw Bigfoot today, you'd call me crazy. But maybe I did see Bigfoot today. Maybe I can cast a spell if I try really hard. And so we have a party that's been protecting something they now know to be called a mythalar, which is this sphere of raw arcane energy left by the ancient Netherese wizards, a big portion of the Forgotten Realms lore, and they are defending it from something they don't know of yet. Monsters that keep showing up. And now they're about to be facing an enemy called Tomb Tappers, these looming giants of earth and death that seek to eat all magic they can find. It's going to be very fun.
Very nice. And then on Wednesday, we have a special Lore Masters Arcanum hosted by Robert, Phantom NJ, dealing with bards. And that's a class we've not covered yet on LMA. I'll be traveling this week, but thank you all. Especially, I want to say to all the Mad Chatters, thank you. I got a little bit of thank you to you, Chandler, but you're leaving me soon as you are doing this stupid college thing in some other
Yeah.
part of the state.
It's pretty
which is-
awful.
yeah, just like so shallow of you. But thank you anyway. Like, you've been amazing, and I know we've got a few weeks left. And then
The
you,
best.
like helping out with so much with LMA,
Thank you.
grabbing clips
I
and
do my best.
streams and bothering me, as we talked about at 6 a.m. in the morning, with random questions about spells and rolls, and you
Things
have
just hit
been
me,
incredible.
and
Yeah,
I have to
I
get 'em
love
out
it. Thank you to all the other Mad Chatters. Thank you to all of my friends that are helping us so much and supporting us. We have Blue Box Con just around the corner. It's going to be a blast. Big hugs for all of you. We're going to go ahead and raid Kayla. I believe Robert might be DMing on that channel
he
tonight.
is, actually. He
So
was
let's
telling
go
us
ahead and
about
raid that. Stay with us. Give us a good raid. And if you're not following today, or if you're a follower who's not subbed, or if you're a sub who's subbed. Did I just get too loud? Did I do a Cade?
Did you kill it?
I think I did a Cade. I think I killed the volume.
Are we there?
No,
guys?
no, it's still
Can you hear
working.
us?
Okay. Or
Maybe
if
the
you're a
music is
sub whose sub has expired, we have one question for you tonight. What are you doing? Come on, give us a follow, give us a sub, join us here at Blue Box.
Also, really quick, Hob is streaming later tonight too on her first of the series that she's starting. It's like Eldritch Horror stuff. It starts at 7.
Ooh.
Go check it out.
Hobbs
It looks
art.
like it's gonna be
She
really
is like
neat.
the de facto artist for all things Blue Box now. Hob is incredible. And as we are
Should be
raiding
after
tonight.
Kayla's stream. So probably gonna get raided right into it.
Exactly.
Just go check it out.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Starting raid now.
Bye. Great. We're away.